Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ariel Helwani Show!
Back in your life on this Wednesday, October 1st, 2025. Hello again, everyone. I sure hope you're doing well. It is great to be here on a lovely Wednesday in New York City. As I was a kid growing up, this particular day would always be sort of like my most anxious day of the year. Never was a big fan of Yom Kippur, never was a big fan of fasting for 25 hours. But as I've gotten older and have talked to a lot of fighters who fast and how, you hear how they deal with intermittent fasting and obviously the wake up. I'm like, tough. You know what? Who am I? Who am I to complain about these things? That all being said, I'm very nervous because, Frank, as you know, 25 hours of no water, no food, no nothing. Sometimes you brush your teeth a little bit. You hold it in there for an extra second. Anyway, that all kicks off at about 6:18. But here we are. We do the show. We power through. And it's going to be a great day. Now, elephant in the room must be addressed at the top. Yesterday at approximately, I don't know what time it was, 6:30, I did announce that Conor McGregor would be in studio today on the program. I hinted at this yesterday, if you recall. I said it could be a great day. And then I got the official confirmation that he was coming in and he was going to talk about BKFC and everything else going on in his life. Unfortunately, some 30 minutes or so ago, I got the word that is not happening, that he's not coming in, that he will not be on the show today. And this is obviously very disappointing for several reasons. A, I was looking forward to it. B, I hate. My biggest pet peeve is to announce that someone is on the show and get everyone excited, get everyone talking about it, and, not deliver. I'd like to think by now, 16 plus years doing the show, we deliver, way more often than not. I'd like to think our batting average is quite high in this department. And doing it like this type of, hey, tomorrow this person's coming on, which always gives me pause when you're promoting a live interview. I don't think we've ever not delivered in this particular case. And so I sincerely apologize. I was told that he will come on in the near future. There's obviously a lot to discuss with him. And I'm bummed. I'm disappointed. I know a lot of you are as well. And ultimately, I hope that it's not a reflection on this show. He was in. I had the confirmation. We all talked about it. It was good. It was booked weeks in advance, but felt comfortable last night promoting it. And then this, morning, late morning, early afternoon, got word that it's not happening. And so that is a massive bummer. And I sincerely apologize. Not our style, not something that we take lightly, not something that we want to make a habit of. And hopefully you all understand where we are coming from. Certainly not our doing. And hopefully he'll be on in the very near future. We're still going to have a great day. It gives us more time to answer your questions. It gives us more time with our guests. And, that's how you have to look at things. That's the positive spin. That's the chicken salad out of chicken, S-H-I-T. I'm trying not to swear as much, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed this.
That's fucking bullshit.
No. I'm actually literally trying not to swear as much, and then you come with a drop. You come with a drop of me swearing. Seems a little bit like you're trying to dig me. Have you guys not noticed that I'm trying not to swear as much?
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Makes me a little bit more self-conscious about when I do swear.
Now, I'm super self-conscious. And then Frank hits me with the drop. What's up with that?
I'm going to remove the drop.
No, I just mean, what's up with that?
He's going to remove the drop.
But I mean, what is up with that? As we were lamenting the fact...
I thought you were joking.
As we were lamenting the fact that Conor wasn't coming on, as we get the news, Frank just starts unleashing a litany of Conor McGregor drops just to make it worse for all of us.
Wow. Work or shoot?
No, this is a shoot, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean...
You're shooting on Frank right now.
Give us some more. Come on. You had them at the ready.
Wow.
I don't actually keep those at the ready.
No, where are they? Come on, go ahead.
I mean, just one, those fighting words.
No. I want the Conor.
Okay, well now I gotta go grab them.
What do you mean grab them? You gave us the whole freaking library 20 minutes ago.
I can't tell if you actually want to hear them or not.
I'm saying, come on.
Frank's eyes are starting to well up a little.
Come on. You had them. Did he not have them back to back to back like 20 minutes ago?
I really don't have them.
Okay, there it is. All right. Anyway, today's program will feature, and hi everyone, David Feldman, the owner and founder of BKFC, is going to be on. Mark Kerr is going to be on. Smashing Machine. Benny Safdie was great yesterday. And of course, we answer your questions. And so, without further ado, time now for everyone's favorite segment of the week. It is time.
It's time for On the Nose.
Thank you, Henry. You're a gent. Appreciate it. Anything else you want to say, Frank?
You covered it. You covered it.
Anything else?
Work your shoe.
I can't tell anyone.
Hello, Ariel, PT, and BITB. This is a more fun question for all of you. Obviously, there are so many regional MMA promotions around the world, some with some pretty interesting names. My question is, if you were to start your own regional MMA promotion, this is from Darren Elkins fan, by the way. If you were to start your own MMA promotion, regional MMA promotion, what would you want to call it? For the BITB, Mailman Fight League doesn't count. If you were to start your own regional MMA promotion, what would the name be? Can I answer on behalf of Frank?
Wow. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I want to hear it.
No, it's a good one.
Yes.
AFL.
What is it?
Annoying Fight League.
Wow.
I gotta be honest, I thought that was gonna be more incisive. Like I thought you were gonna go real bad, but
No, I don't swear.
good.
What, you thought I was going to say A-hole Fight League?
Something along those lines. I was like, damn, all right, here we go.
PT, you're
PT muted. Why don't we start over,
Let's just
Frank?
I thought you were gonna call it.
Let's call it a
Well,
day.
you know what? Why don't we start over, Frank?
I thought you were gonna call it
PT, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
there
Yeah,
it is.
man. I like the jersey, man.
Right.
You look good.
What's the crack?
Yeah, thanks. Here, GC, would you have liked a button here? I would have.
Oh, I actually
Like this?
I haven't gotten my AS Roma jersey yet, but
I would've liked
I
this
do
one.
want
Do you know what I
It's
mean?
an AS Roma. I got one too.
I know you did.
And your kid has one as well.
Yeah, no. It's just
the
my
Walter fella got one. He's the
Oliver
real one. He had it
Walter.
before all of us.
Come see, come saw.
One of the two.
I
Tomato,
thought Walter
tomato.
got that one. No,
No,
why?
it was Oliver. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, though. Should have. Yeah, but Forrest has the same thing. No button. Actually, they do have a button.
Pissed me off.
They do have a button.
But
But you know what I like about that one? Wait, sit up a little bit. Is it the old Adidas logo? Yeah, the old Adidas logo is way nicer.
The Truffalo?
All these Terrace Classics they're doing, man, are so nice.
I don't like the new
You know-
Adidas logo with the three like lines that are triangular
Yeah,
like
well-
that.
I'm with you.
Have you not seen the Forest Classics that they released?
Yeah, but it has the old
Just the
logo.
crest?
It has the old. Sorry, it has the new Adidas logo.
That's true. No, they have an old one as well.
Oh, I haven't
They
seen
have
it.
some Terrace Classics. Yeah, very.
Anyway, I'm not a Forrest fan anymore. No, I'm kidding. Just joking. Relax. Everyone
Back to
relax.
Everton.
Anyway, does that Crack Fight League, Helwani Fight League? I don't know. This is
On crack. Yeah, that's what I call it.
GC and Rick from Welcome Home. Have either of you seen these Pokemon vending machines in stores and the stir it is crazy? I mean, here I am, and I say, guys, can we get some better questions? Question one about
No,
what
this
are
is good.
Pokemon vending machines? What the fuck?
I don't curse.
You're trying not to curse.
We're not
What happened with the
cussing as
cursing?
much, man.
This is a Wendy's.
Yo, a guy out in the cafeteria today had Wendy's. Frosty and everything. I was like, wow, shout out.
Damn, you don't really see that as an
I
adult.
was like, where the
All right,
fuck
can we
is there
can we
even a
re-rack
Wendy's at?
this?
Excuse my language, sorry. Are we going to get a sorry for the language sign
Can
up
we
in the corner?
I'd like to hear the rest of this Pokemon question, though.
I live in California, and they are in a majority of my grocery stores.
Wow, I'm
Wondering
looking
if
at them
you
right
have
now.
seen them in New York stores. I know you buy UFC cards. Do either of you collect cards, sealed or otherwise?
The death of Ariel Helwani, like you can
dynamic
feel the
range has been
soul
lost, dude.
leaving his body as he reads.
No, tell us.
I personally
tell
have
us about your
never seen
Pokemon
these.
cards.
I've never seen these, but I'd love to start collecting them. They look great. There's a giant Pokeball.
You know what's the opposite of a hot tag? This, a cold tag. This is a cold. Come on.
I love
to get
this
hot
so
tagged about?
much. I love it. Oh, all right, come on. Let's get some momentum here. Question number 2 is going to be a good one. I feel it.
Okay.
Oh, I thought this was question number 3.
3.
Magic the Gathering.
Love Me or Hate Me asks, Pain and Gain is no doubt the best rock film. Edge of your seat the entire movie.
It is good. I enjoyed it a lot. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Yeah.
Him and Marky Mark?
Ariel, how are you? Are you okay? Are we going to be all right?
Oh, here's another good one.
Yes, tell us. Tell us, please.
Samuel asks, could you please do us all a favor and just ask Brendan Schaub to come on the show?
Yeah, please.
That's actually a hot tag. That should have been the replacement.
Do we call Brendan
C-Mac.
Schaub right now and just have him on the show?
Yeah.
Here's another brain buster. Shalom, Ariel. During the break, I really missed the show, but I used the free time to get to know my favorite podcaster and host a little better. What makes you tick, so to speak. I finally watched Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison for the first time, and I'm happy to report the world has definitely improved when it comes to the treatment of females. My question is this. Given your father's well-documented views on The Undertaker, I have to know, what did he think about your idol, the Sandman?
Yeah, what
All right
did he
with
think?
that.
Has he ever said anything?
That's pretty detailed.
Yeah. Did they give you crap for watching Sandler movies?
Just
Say
Hair
what?
says, and this guy's been asking this question for the last 3 months, and this seems like the appropriate time to finally answer the question so that I could finally have him off my fucking page. Hi, Ariel. What are your thoughts on Crazy Kev?
Who? Who's Crazy Kev?
The fucking weirdo guy online.
He's a Twitter dude.
Doing
breaks,
what?
Breaks news isn't always right.
Oh, he's like an
Sometimes he is.
aggregator?
No, I don't think aggregator. I don't know what it is. Reporter.
Oh, this is a good question. I like this one.
Yeah.
Joe Mers says, one for Pizzi. As our Eurobash representative on the show, I'm intrigued to know which of the crew's Americanisms you find most annoying. Is it maybe brother instead of brother, or I could care less instead of I couldn't care less? Maybe Ariel could chime in too.
I really like all my American friends, actually. I had a great time with a lot of Americans at the weekend at the Super Bowl game, too. I love Americans. I don't see
I
the
don't
big
think
idea.
that's what they were asking, though.
I don't.
like-
None of your I like all
Like,
the
what
shit
about when they
you
say
guys
something like, irregardless?
That's- don't really care, you know what I mean?
Wow.
That'll wash over me. I just, all right,
I hate that.
you know? What a beautiful culture. That's what I think.
Mm.
I appreciate that, Pizzi.
No problem.
A lot of negativity surrounding us, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, you know what? I was telling the Yanks that on Sunday. I was like, I don't know why the fuck everyone's so upset. I love you guys, you know? So much fun. You like beer. You like hot dogs. What's not to like? You know what I mean? You like American football? I do too. We had a great time.
Yeah. Just trying to find a good one here.
Oh, could be a while. Do you want me to just keep
Here's a good
riffing on
one.
this for a while? Okay.
Aussie Jack. Good day, Ariel. You've mentioned you work out. What do you bench?
All of it.
Oh, I'm curious.
It's the way he's reading.
How many plates?
Connor wrote this.
What is a plate? Like, is it 25 kilos? What is it?
45 pounds. So yeah, probably.
So 20
25
kilos, 20 kilos.
20 kilos. Okay.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, 45 pounds.
Mm.
Clanging and banging. Pain and gain.
Yo, Ariel and Cruz, since you have seen them both as a first-time viewer, should we watch the Smashing Machine documentary or movie first?
I mean, we spent fucking 20 minutes on this yesterday.
Okay, I need to know at this point,
He
though.
says yes. The other three say no. Next one.
I need to know, though. Are you searching for ones that are
No, this is-
intentionally, or is this what we're getting?
Yeah. Hey, Ariel,
I
what
love
do you
this.
think about having Luke Thomas on the program?
Oh, the beat. The beat. A lot of requests.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, Ariel, would you be willing to have Oz
thousands.
Perlman in studio?
Yeah.
Is that the
Is that
Mentalist?
Dr. Oz?
Who is that?
Oh.
That's
yeah,
the
I think
Mentalist?
that-
Oh, that
yeah.
guy's pretty sick.
I'm down for that.
Oh, here's a hard-hitting one. PT, rate these three artists from worst to best. Hosier, Kneecap, and Thin Lizzy.
Oh, man.
Tin Lizzy won.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely.
really know the other two. So.
Yeah.
Hosier? Take me to
Sure.
church?
do.
Me to
PC?
church, da boot, da do.
All right, so Hosier's too then.
Yeah.
What
And
about
I don't
Kneecap,
know
huh?
any Kneecap songs. I saw their movie.
Yeah, they seem
But,
like great guys.
You know what? I don't. Yeah, I say you love them, Ariel. I don't know any of their tunes, and when I don't know, Irish people rapping for me just, it's never gonna feel right.
Even with
And,
like House
you
of
know,
Pain?
What about Central C?
That's a good point. Central C is from Cork, so
Here's one from Jordan. Thankfully, it's not for me. It's for GC. What's your advice on finding a soulmate?
I have none. I'm the wrong person. Next.
By the way, why is this specifically to you?
I feel like that's a little
This is
bit.
fucking-
I think that's a bit of a troll.
No, he feels wise. Like they're acknowledging his wisdom, and they want yeah.
Tinder is my advice.
All right, maybe not. Maybe
Shadow Link
Do you know
says,
he's missed that whole generation? I would have loved to just be fucking swiping the shit out of the place. On
You
Tinder.
say that. You say that.
swiping all over the gaff.
It's just a load of banging, isn't it? Really, GC. There's no real love on there. It's just
Yeah.
straight up.
somebody clip this
intercourse.
off and
There's not much
circulate
There's not
it.
much banging either.
What are people doing out there then?
what is this show? I'm loving this.
It's
This is
a-
great.
Because I was
garbage
like
can.
every time.
It's
every
it's
time
more
anyone-
clanging than banging, right?
How many plates, man? Answer the question. What are we benching?
I just meant like when you climb, like when you miss,
Yeah.
bricks.
Well, he
Bricks
benched
too.
all of them when he was lifting weights with me. I'll tell you that much. They just
Who,
ran out
me?
of fucking things to put on. Yeah. They were like, listen, that's every fucking.
I just gave you guys the rare double who me. It was like a double jab. It was a who me? It wasn't just a who me. It was a double jab. Who me?
like a John Lennon vocal track from back in the day.
Okay, one more and then we'll get back on track. Shadow Link asks, do you prefer how Bruce Buffer or Logan Paul pronounces your name? Trick question. They both enunciate it incorrectly.
This is truly the moment I have been waiting for.
Did Bruce write that question?
Okay, can we do like the now that we got that out of our system, and can we start over?
Yeah.
I tell you what, they
I would
were
like that.
shite. Every single one of those questions.
We're shite.
Yeah.
I appreciate it if you.
Which did you like best?
I got to be on the lookout for a Pokemon vending machine.
Yeah.
10
Um,
is my favorite person.
Yeah, you seemed excited about that, PT.
Yeah.
I would be so excited to get a bit of intercourse, swipey, lefty, righty.
Did you not hear him do the?
Yep.
The reset is already in.
Okay. Now let's start.
I've never been so
I'm
tempted
sure-
to hit the fucking bullshit button.
It's like a fucking library in here.
Okay. What's up, guys? From YFG94. Which would you rather see? Ilya versus Crawford / Canelo, Alex versus Usyk / Paul.
What is that? What is that question? Like, what does that mean?
It's a lot. It's a lot there. Ilya
Like, are they
versus
saying-
Crawford or Canelo, or Pereira versus Usyk / Paul. First of all,
Which one?
Pereira versus Usyk and Pereira versus Paul are two very different situations. Ilya versus Crawford / Canelo are similar, although Canelo is way bigger than Crawford, historically. I don't know. I guess. Okay, let's boil it down to this: Ilya versus Crawford or Pereira versus Usyk.
Ilya versus Crawford.
Yeah.
I would prefer Ilya versus Crawford out of all of those because it feels like two of the best in their field, meeting at a moment. I don't really have any confusion about who's going to win any of the other ones.
Is that the biggest as well?
Jake's probably the biggest name involved in all this, no?
Yeah.
So Jake versus Pereira?
Usyk or Pereira would probably be pretty massive.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a good fight, though. If it's in boxing, the boxer is going to win. If it's in MMA, the MMA fighter is going to win. There's really no
What about
intrigue.
Usyk versus Jake in the smart gauge?
Now we're talking.
Usyk versus Jake would just be wild. Like, honestly, who actually wins that fight?
I don't
Usyk,
know.
right?
Wait, what?
In
Are we
MMA?
talking about?
MMA.
Oh.
You have to think he boxes his face off.
I do
but
wonder who can train wrestling more. It'll come down to that.
Does Usyk have any sort of Terrence Crawford-like wrestling skills?
There was
Because if
He was
he
in the
has
smashing
a
machine.
barbecue at some point.
Great
where he was
dancer.
wrestling
Great
his
dancer.
uncle.
By the way, in Smashing Machine, you see when he does the kick?
Yeah.
So
Knees to
no-
the head
no-
in that north-south position.
no stunt doubles as well. That was all just. Anyway,
wins the fight.
rate some of your favorite UFC. What? Oh my god! I'm even actually. Rate some of your favorite UFC fighters in their prime or in the fight you became a fan in the video game format 1 to 100. What?
Ah, fuck off. No.
Okay.
Video game format.
Okay. How about this one?
happening.
One specifically for GC and
Okay.
PT2. Is Young Thug a snitch?
That's a good question. I think no. But he did get off. He got off, and it wasn't looking.
How'd he
good.
get off, GC?
How'd he
if you
get
don't
off?
mind
He
me
might have
asking?
snitched.
How'd he get off?
He might have
In
snitched.
Blanche, he'd be a marked man. That's all I'm saying.
I'm a supporter of sex.
Yo.
Atlanta zone.
Okay, here's an actual good one. Thought I'd clear up something that you brought up last week. Is Wigan a part of Manchester during the Tom Aspinall chat? Greater Manchester is a county, basically like a mini state, with Manchester being the main big city, accompanied by surrounding towns, one of which is Wigan. What makes it even more confusing is that Tom is from Atherton, which is a mini town that's part of the Wigan borough in Greater Manchester. You know what? I don't even fully know myself, and I live in Wigan. I just wasted yours and my time, didn't I?
I've been to Atherton.
P.S. Wigan is famous for its meat and potato pies, specifically the Wigan kebab, which is the meat and potato pie inside of a bun. Fight feast for the Aspinall Gone fight? Question mark, exclamation.
Meat and potato kebab inside of a pie?
Yeah.
I think the kebab, he's throwing you there a bit, GC. It's just a meat and potato pie.
Speaking of English, Irish food, how about the spice bag getting some love, Pizza?
Oh, the Clonard, huh? They call us, how many years later? Like, I mean, come on, lads. We put you on the map, and this is what it is. But that spice bag was on.
By the way, guys, sorry, I don't know if you know this, but this is in our group chat, so no one has any idea what you're talking about right now.
I mean,
who the fuck is
what
we?
else were we talking about? Meat pies and kebabs?
Explain to people what you're talking about.
So we did the Guinness thing. Where we went around tasting all the Guinness in New York, and one of the pubs we went to was the Clonard, when they had the spice bag in there, which is an Irish delicacy. And Rick had it. We kind of robbed it on Rick. We ate a lot of it, and it was fantastic. And today, they stole our video and put it up on their socials. So fair play.
They legit stole it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ripped it right off.
No credit.
Like not even.
Not
what
even
the hell?
Not even an H/T.
As if this day wasn't going worse enough for all of us. Now, here's the thing. How did you find out?
I got sent it by a New York friend.
Fucking hell.
They said, Pizzi, you made it, mate. And then I sent it to you and said, lads, we made it. That was it.
Okay, Aussie Jack asks about these potential trades. Usman or Magomedov for Josh Emmett.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Vadim Nemkov for Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Who are we trying to decide if they take? I don't
know.
PFL and UFC.
No. I know, but like who's the winner of this
wins?
trade?
He's just asking, like, are you in or are you out?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. All of them.
Bless you.
That might be the first time I've ever sneezed on the air. What a day this is! Historic.
Did you hold the button down?
I have to say, you hit the sneeze button.
I actually hit the sneeze. Did you hear it, or you just saw
We
me?
didn't hear it at all. We just saw it.
I thought it was a silent sneeze. Do you know?
So it does work.
And that one's
cool.
Okay. I like Nemkov for Costa better than Usman for Emmett. Now here's another one.
Yeah, I don't think PFL.
Figgy and Cheeto for Dakota.
I don't know. Two guys kind of at the back end for someone that's like on the way up.
What about this Dean Thomas story where he's offering Magomed
Ankalaev?
Yeah.
Did you?
Wow, how nice.
Yeah.
Deep
he said
down
it a number of times too. Like and he has said Ankalaev. Now he said this before he was champion, but he was like, "Yeah, he's perfect for the PFL. Another guy who's great at fighting that nobody knows who he is."
Yeah, thanks so much. Like, ultimately, like they would never say this, but we all agree, UFC wants Pereira to win, right? Like, are they praying for him to win?
I don't know about praying, but they want him to win.
It'd be much better for business, right?
If he clips Ankalaev at some point, Dana's going to perk up a little bit for sure.
If Pereira wins and Roundtree wins,
yeah,
Alberg has already won. Who's his next opponent?
If Pereira wins and Roundtree wins, Alberg.
If Pereira wins and Prochaska wins, Alberg has already won. Who's next? Okay, so Alberg's next regardless?
I think he's cheering for Pereira, yeah.
Okay. If Ankalaev wins and Roundtree wins, who's his next opponent?
Roundtree, I think.
I'd probably say Alberg.
If Ankalaev wins and Yuri wins,
I think it'd be Yuri.
Yuri Ankalaev?
Yeah.
But
Agreed
Yuri has had 2 shots at Pereira, and
Yeah.
obviously Glover before that. He did win.
But it's a bigger name. If they're trying
Yeah.
to make Ankalaev into something, I think Yuri is probably the best option for
And
them.
Yuri almost guarantees a good, like an exciting fight for the fans.
Absolutely.
Pereira versus Roundtree was such a good fight.
It was fantastic.
Well, that's why I think, like, and me and GC did say this on Monday. And I know it's not his fault. Just in terms of lack of the intrigue around that headline fight, and that's not Olberg's fault. He's not from Australia. He's not from Perth. But I just do feel like Roundtree is a guy that they've sold a pay-per-view on before. Pereira, it was a fantastic fight, as you mentioned on Monday, Ariel. I think that's why I'm kind of signing with Roundtree in all these situations.
Roundtree, like, the Hill fight wasn't that exciting. It
No.
was just kind of one-sided.
Do you think Ulberg will be penalized for the poor ticket sales? Do you think that'll hurt
Just
his
think
chest?
the lack of intrigue around the event in totality. Like, you know what I mean?
Is that his
was
fault?
No, but I mean, they'd rather blame him than themselves.
Oh, for sure.
Ulberg versus Pereira is a fun, fresh matchup, which I think would be a very good fight, right? I mean,
A winnable one for Pereira too.
yeah. I'd love to see Roundtree versus Ulberg, but that's not going to happen.
That's a great one actually. That would be like the ushering in the new generation, nearly kind of.
I'm really curious to see. Roundtree is a very calculated striker. You saw against Hill. He's a completely different striker than Prochazka. They're both strikers. I can't imagine there's going to be many takedown attempts in this fight. This is going to be the test as to whether or not Prochazka has really mellowed out as a striker, right? Because if Prochazka goes in there like the Prochazka of old, without protecting himself, chin up in the air, let it fly, he's going to get knocked out, right? I would think. Just Roundtree hits really hard. He's very precise. He's the perfect guy to negate that style. That's what I'm really curious about. How is Prochazka going to handle this fight? We know who Roundtree is. We know how he fights at this point, and I think we have a good sense of who he is as a striker. Prochazka is the one that's trying to evolve in front of our eyes, and I'm very curious because if it's the old Prochazka, he's getting knocked out. If it's the Prochazka that last fought against Jamal Hill, it's still Roundtree's the favorite, right?
No,
He's not.
He's the favorite. I'm backing Roundtree too, honestly.
Yeah, I'll enjoy that.
Remember when I asked DJ? DJ didn't want to pick a winner in the main, co-main, and then I asked him about that fight. He said it like without even thinking.
A lot of smart people picking Roundtree this week.
Is that true?
A lot of people that I respect their opinion.
Who's that?
Just a lot of people, man.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people in a lot of different circles.
On Yuri.
Of course I'm on Yuri, bro. Yuri is
He's
like
top of the
top
picks.
3 favorite fighters of all time.
Is that true?
Dude, adore Yuri.
Who's top one?
I don't know. That's tough.
Who are the 3?
That's also tough. Yeah.
What do you mean? You just said
Tough.
3 and you don't know who 1 and 2 are?
Love Volk. Love
Okay.
Volk.
There's 2.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Love Tommy.
All right, that's 3.
That'd probably be the active 3.
What about Pereira?
Love Pereira. He'd slide in somewhere. Adesanya, big fan of. Let's see. Who else, Like Corey Sandhagen a lot. But like Marab a lot as well.
I was thinking about this, by the way. Sanhagen Marab might be, yep. David Onama. Sanhagen Marab might be, I'm sure this has happened before plenty of times, but one of those fights where like, I genuinely like both guys and would rather neither of them lose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like one of those fights where you just like both guys.
I kind of felt it with Dustin and Max. Like
Dustin and Max.
Yeah.
I was thinking of title fights, but yes,
Okay.
I mean, that was a title
Well, that was
fight.
a BMF title fight, yeah.
But when's the last title fight prior to this one where it was like 2 really good dudes that we all liked fighting for the belt? I mean, I guess Pereira or Yuri.
Yeah, that's another one where I didn't really want to see either guy lose.
Yeah.
And we had to watch it twice.
Corey Marab, I like both guys for different reasons, but they're both kind of mentions. They're both friends of the show, dare I say.
Kayla and Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena, one of my favorites.
That was a
of course.
tough one, yeah. By the way, did you hear Juliana on the show last week? She's still
God,
not,
was that last week?
or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. She's still not quite over it, Pete, for some reason. How do we fix this?
I don't really care if you do.
All right, wow. Are we really at 17 questions?
Work or shoot? I mean, bro, you blitzed through
I know,
13 of
that's
them in
right.
0 seconds.
Yeah, work or shoot, PT. Work or shoot.
Genuinely couldn't give a bollocks now.
Wow.
Speaking of
Yeah.
work or shoot, what about Vanderlei Silva?
Don't know if that's work or shoot.
He posted a video today.
I saw that.
Not looking great.
No.
No.
Yeah. Just let's look at it together.
Yeah.
Isso aí, pessoal.
Yeah.
Esse foi o saldo.
The consequences of a treacherous attack that had already been announced, the indignation, pain, and outrage of those who should have been protected and who today bears the physical and psychological trauma of a criminal action. Holy crap. That's- Do you think he has a broken orbital?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking good, man.
Yo, that is scary, man.
That's definitely a broken orbital, dude.
Tô muito triste, tô muito magoado.
What do you guys think? It sounds like he's going
What are you
to.
saying? Like, are you saying like, do I think like this is to work themselves back into a rematch?
No.
or something, or
No,
fight
that was
this?
just a bad transition. I just No. The reason I brought up Work or Shoot is because originally when all this went down, I was like, what is it with this event? You know what I mean? Because the last fight, we were kind of...
Spotting, yeah.
Yeah, we were kind of duped. So I'll be 1,000% honest. When I first saw there was brawl, I thought it was just like a big pro wrestling match. Of course, now I don't think that.
Oh, I wish it was. My God.
Me too.
Could you imagine?
Him getting dragged is a bad visual.
Someone turned that into a GIF.
Yeah, and like sped it up to make it look cartoonish.
Oh, really? Not cool. Not cool. Don't like that. Apparently Silva's a legend, as we discussed earlier in the week.
Taking a lot of damage too.
I do have some good news, guys.
Yep.
Oh?
Will Katie Taylor fight at Croke Park, and will the UFC have a fight in Hawaii? Are probably like the two greatest questions that have never been answered in the history.
Are you about to do it?
What?
You about to answer one of these?
Well, no, I just saw this article that was posted earlier today from KHON2, which I think actually KHON2 is part of the
UFC ranking.
The UFC rankings, yes, in Hawaii. Following a meeting for a donation on Maui last week to help wildfire survivors between Hawaii Governor Josh Green, UFC President Dana White, and UFC BMF champ Max Holloway, a UFC Hawaii event is again picking up momentum. Green said the state has shown major interest, quote unquote, in hosting the event. We want to bring the UFC to Hawaii. We also talked to some of the benefactors of the UFC to do that. The governor was complimentary of White's donation in Holloway. He said he'd like to further the relationship through a partnership with the company going beyond bringing a Holloway fight to the islands. How about that? It's not just going to be one fight. What we'd like to do is a partnership with the UFC where we can perhaps bring a training facility like they have in Las Vegas to the stadium district. I think it's a very good plan for us. We'll hash out these details in the coming months. But again, that's more economic growth. It's more opportunity to kind of reshape some of the tourism experience that we have. And it's something that people are very high on. What happens first? Croke Park or UFC Hawaii?
Sounds like UFC Hawaii, mate.
Yeah. You went to the game at Croke Park, the football game.
Stop. It was fucking brilliant.
Was it amazing?
Really, it's such a good time. Everyone was on such a good buzz.
Why do they allow the NFL to be there and not Katie? Why can't Katie fight in the afternoon like the NFL game?
Well, the issue obviously with boxing is the whole Regency Hotel shooting in 2016. So what Eddie Hearn was saying was that if that was to happen there, the GAA who own Croke Park, the Gaelic Athletic Association, they were like, well, we're not having that happen here, so you're going to have to pay for more policing, like extra policing, that additional policing to what you would have in Wembley, say, for one of these Joshua fights. But I think he's like, Hearn's done a lot by doing those events in Dublin at 3 Arena. With Katie Taylor, kind of opened the doors again. Like we saw Mick Conlon there a few weeks ago fighting there as well. And we've even had like influencer boxing shows there. I just think, and you sent me an ESPN video earlier about Croke Park. Like I just think it would be the most fitting end to her career. I'd love to see that so much, and I think the people of Ireland would really get behind that in a more of a way than they would have, like with a Conor fight. Like she is, as I often tell you guys, she is adored. She is unanimously adored across the country. So hopefully that would be something they do, especially. You know, the big issue for UFC was the time. They just couldn't do it at that time. As the NFL and ESPN and everybody who was covering this event kept pointing out, like, this is in the middle of an estate, a housing estate. You know, that's the beauty of the stadium. You're right in the heart of Dublin, and there's houses all around it. So that's why they would never do a UFC event there. But I would love to see a Katie Taylor fight there. Unfortunately, I just think we're all fatigued at this stage of hearing that storyline dragged out.
Oh yeah,
you know, every time she fights, like, oh, is it going to be this time? So hopefully, but not holding my breath.
All right, well, that remains to be seen. PT will reconvene with you perhaps later. Time now to get to our first guest of the day, and we've been talking a lot about him over the past week and over the past couple months as we've been anticipating the release of The Smashing Machine. It comes out this Friday, theaters nationwide and worldwide. The reviews have been fantastic. We had Benny Safdie on yesterday. I have said, the director, of course, time and again, since you've all known me, that the Smashing Machine documentary, which was released in 2002, is the best MMA documentary of all time and certainly my favorite. And I told Benny yesterday that The Smashing Machine is now the best MMA feature film of all time. And I believe very strongly in that statement. Of course, it's about the smashing machine, Mark Kerr, the former UFC tournament champion, the former Pride FC competitor, the former Vale Tudo champion back in 1997, the current UFC Hall of Famer. He is kind enough to join us on what has probably been a very busy week for him. Hello, Mr. Mark Kerr. It is so great to have you on the show. Going
thank you.
From the Tonight Show to the Ariel Helwani Show, talk about the penthouse to the outhouse, my friend, but I appreciate the time very much.
No, this has been a journey where, I can't even, I'm failing to be able to communicate the reality of what I'm feeling. It's just been incredible to the point where, having Benny involved, DJ involved, Emily involved, A24, it's just all the right people to be able to tell this story.
Well, I appreciate that answer off the bat, because something that I've always loved and admired about you from afar is how thoughtful you are and how introspective you are. That's what really comes across to me. Anytime I see any type of interview, even I was watching an old interview with you and Jerry Millen from way back in the day, after one of your fights when you knocked yourself out. And even in the post-fight interview, it's like, man, you don't hear this type of stuff from athletes. So even that answer speaks to that. And so can I just ask you, Mark, is this surreal for you, to be going through all of this about this film, about your life, about everything that you've been through, to have this sudden burst? There's old interviews of you saying, I just kind of live a mundane life, and now nothing is mundane about your life anymore. You're on the Tonight Show, for goodness sakes. How are you processing all of this?
It's taken me a minute to get to a place where I can just sit in it. I think the best advice I got so far is, Howie Long actually said to me, stay in the moment, be in the moment, be where your feet are, and try to really just be present with everything that's going on. And he said, just soak it up. Yeah, that was fun last night. That was actually really fun.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Cause I told this to Dwayne yesterday. I said, since the Hall of Fame induction, I said, I didn't know I needed that. I didn't know I wanted that. I didn't know that little tiny hole that was left in me. I didn't know I was still trying to fill it up, and nothing would fill it up except that circle of recognition to circle back and to go, hey, part of what you did helped build where we are. Thank you. And that was the incredible part about the Hall of Fame. It just closed up this tiny little hole that I had left in me. And, it's given me a sense of, that was amazing. That was absolutely just jaw-dropping amazing that Emily would take time out of her schedule and DJ would do the induction speech. And, it was, that was an incredible night. Incredible.
And
I get emotional talking about it now.
I can understand. At any point, does it get overwhelming? Does it get to be too much? This is all about your life and your journey.
Yeah, part of what, from the very, very, very beginning, the thing that Dwayne had promised me, he said, this is important to everybody that's involved. We're going to treat it with as much respect as we can, and we're going to have reverence for it, and we're going to move forward with it with tenderness and authenticity, and all these things that you would hear and go, God, man, I hope that. And from day one till where we are now, he's done every single thing he said, and really treated this as, like he says, it's changed his life. It's changed his life for a lot of different reasons. Everybody involved needed this film to come along when they needed to come along for a bunch of different reasons. Including myself.
And what's really interesting about that? I was just about to ask you about it. Obviously it's a big deal for you, and I'd love to know what you mean by that when you say including yourself, but it seems like The Rock really needed this. Excuse me, Dwayne Johnson. It's hard not to call him that. It seems like he was in a place in his career where he was feeling like, these blockbusters weren't doing it for him. He wasn't getting that respect as an actor. And it seems like playing you and getting to show people that he could be a serious actor and a dramatic actor has been like the perfect medicine for his soul. Like this was therapeutic for him. The way in which he talks about playing you and being a part of this feels like it has been a gift for his soul. Do you get that sense as well?
Oh, I for sure. You know, he's made it crystal clear that he could do blockbuster movies, superstar, secret agent. He could do that all day long, and there's a place for that, and there's a time for that, and he loves making those movies. But a lot of it's almost, and he said this. It's like stay in your. They were telling him stay in your lane. Like no, 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 no. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I've told DJ. I said, your whole life they tried to put you in a box, and nothing fits. Nothing fits. You can't play in the NFL while you own a league. You can't do this while you own this. You can't do that. And so every time they've tried to put him in a box, he's broken out of that. And this was the opportunity that he had to really do something contrary to anyone's belief of what he was capable of as an actor.
You said just moments ago that you needed it as well. What did you mean by that?
It's like one of those. Oh gosh, it's complex because it's like one of those where in my life right now, I live a life where I feel like I don't need anything. I try to live my life present in the moment where I'm not searching or looking for something that I need to fill something in me. Right. But I didn't know that I needed this just, it's validation that what I did meant something. When I put myself out there, in 2002, it was shocking the first time I ever watched the documentary. For 3 years, they captured all this film and I didn't see a single stitch of footage, zero, nothing, until I saw it when I sat down in Dolby Sound Studios in Studio City and watched the film for the first time, the documentary, and I got up in shock. And I hadn't signed a release yet. I still had final veto over the product going out or not. And I felt like, oh my God, what did I do? There's no way I could put this out there. No way. Just no way. Can't do it. And then finally, coming to the conclusion that, John Greenhall had said to me, something along the lines of like, if somebody watches it that's struggling with the same things you're struggling with and is able to ask for help, then you save one person's life and that gives you a worthy life. And that was kind of the thing I needed to hear.
Can I ask, going back to the very beginning, how were you even approached about doing the documentary? So I'm guessing this is early 2000s, right? John Himes is the director.
99.
Okay.
99. So John Himes is the director. He did the editing as well. John Greenhall is a producer, and John and I were at Syracuse together.
By the way, fellow Orangeman right here.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
We got Otto right there for you, right here. You see him?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
There he is.
That is awesome. I didn't know
Apologize.
that.
Please keep going.
No. So anyways, as it turns out, John Greenhall, who was in Newhouse, went to film school and he said, hey, I want to come and do a documentary. And at that point, anybody that had shown up to do a documentary had the little Best Buy or Circuit City flip open screen, camcorder looking through the little thing. And, it was one of those where I was like, okay, yeah, you want to come? And so I got him permission to come over and film the Volchanshin fight. And he shows up with these, two $15,000 Sony cameras, a boom mic, crew of people. And I'm like, oh, fuck you. You really do want to make a documentary? Like, oh shit. They film it. They film some of the leading up to it. And then it just happens to be, in that time frame. I mean, it's all, looking back on it, it's all that needed to happen, obviously. And I was so delusional at the point where I figured I could operate and be around them and, be on, the painkillers I was on and all that stuff and nobody would notice. Yeah. That didn't go so good.
Why were you so open? Like there's scenes in the doc, which I've watched again and it takes me back to that era. And like you're going through all the drugs and stuff like that. You're there with your girlfriend. And I'm thinking to myself, why did he agree to this? Why did he allow them to shoot all of this? Do you remember why?
Yeah, I do. When they started filming, when I got back after the Volchanshin fight and they started filming, I was just in such a downward spiral. Like I said, I really thought like I was fooling everybody. Nobody knew. that, what was going on with me. And so, John Greenhall, put the camera down, and the film crew's out in the kitchen. They're out in the kitchen living room, puts the film down. I shut the door to my bedroom, and him and I just sit down and talk. And he's like, "Hey, you need help." And at that point, it was like that, because I hadn't told anybody. The only person on the planet that knew anything that was going on with me was Dawn. And it was this shame and this guilt and all of these things that were in me, because I hadn't been able to communicate this to anybody, that I was addicted to drugs, that it was just, I didn't know how to get out of where I was. And we had just talked, and he said, something like, just, let me in, and I'll figure out how to help you. And it turns out where I said, "Okay, you want to see what I'm really doing?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes to the camera and he brings it over, and that was a moment where it was like, it was relief for me. It was absolutely relief to that somebody else knew what the fuck was going on with me.
Wow. Did Dawn, your significant other at the time, did she try to convince you not to do it?
At that point, there was I wasn't listening to anybody.
Okay.
I wasn't listening to anybody. I was so buried in, all the bullshit that I was going through. It was one of those where, once I let John in, it was in. You're in full force.
Once the movie came out and you're watching yourself go through all of this, what was that like? The aftermath. It gets incredible, reviews and accolades.
Yeah.
But it's getting those reviews and accolades because you're so open and honest about your trials and tribulations. Everyone else is enjoying it, but this is still you and all your warts in front of the world.
Yeah. It's it still had. From watching the documentary when that came out, seeing the reaction, when I went, so I was sober when I went to the premiere they had at HBO for the documentary, and they had a Q&A afterward and all that stuff, and it's at their headquarters here in New York, and they have theaters at top, and after it was done, I'm in the lobby, and a 65-year-old grandmother comes over to me who normally would have nothing in common with me, zero. And she starts this conversation with me, and a minute in the conversation, she says, "My grandson has problems with alcohol, and I think he has problems with drugs." And we have this conversation about her grandson, and it opened the door for her to start talking to me about something that's personal and private. I tell people talking about addiction in public, it's like talking about masturbation, right? It's just a subject you don't bring up in public or you don't talk about. So inherently, it's difficult to talk about those personal things. But when somebody watches, this big, strong, powerful dude, break it down and talk about these very sensitive and emotional things and openly and expressing myself in a way where it's like, I'm giving you everything when I talk to you. I'm speaking from my heart, I'm speaking from a place, and it gives people the freedom to be able to do the same.
In the aftermath, did that make seeing yourself on camera, on the big screen, acting this way, did that help or did it make it worse?
You know what helped? Watching DJ play me and watching Emily.
Oh, I meant, sorry, in the aftermath of the doc coming out, I'm talking early 2000s, seeing yourself raw form doing that stuff. Did it help you or did it make it worse?
It helped. It definitely helped. Back then they don't have the resources they have now. It's not like I could get on the internet and start searching for hey, what happens when you stop using opiates or what? They had none of those resources. So getting that out and not feeling like I was trapped in it, where I had nowhere to go, the shame just buried me. That was a huge relief. And then to see people's how receptive they were to watching it and how much they identified with just the humanness of it, that was, it was liberating. It really was liberating.
How did you find out that Dwayne Johnson wanted to make a movie about your life?
I got contacted by William Morris, his agency, and the agency put us in touch. And it's like one of those phone calls where I'm like, it's in disbelief. It's like, yeah, okay, sure, you want to make him? All right, yeah, okay, we'll see if it happens, kind of thing. And it was like, it's like, he goes, no, I'm going to make an announcement. I'm going to make it a BMF belt and all this stuff. And that happens. And I'm like, oh my God, man, this thing is going to happen. And then pandemic.
Right.
And then through the pandemic, get out of it, writer's strike, Screenwriters Guild, all these obstacles kept popping up. So I tell people, I go, I had Dwayne's cell phone number for 4 years. I didn't text it or call it once.
You didn't want to check in. You weren't. I'm sure you were curious.
I was curious. There's moments where I'm like, but me calling him, it would have been like, are we making it yet?
Yeah.
Are we making it now? Are we making it now? And it turned into this thing where I'm like, I have no control over it. I'm just going to give it to the universe, and the universe wants this made. It will get made. And so I just let it go because I had to live my life without that being part of it because it was such a variable. I've heard people go, yeah, it took me 30 years to get the screenplay made.
Wow.
I'm like, well, it could take 30 years.
Where are you at in life in 2019 when you get that call that this is going to be made or going to attempt to be made?
I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm about a year and a half sober or so. A year and a couple months sober.
Okay.
And, like just not like the fear of like this taking off and like, oh my God, man, I don't know if I have enough sobriety to get through this because this is a lot. It's like, the world isn't the world it was 25 years ago with all the social media and all the different, things out there. It's going to be a completely different experience.
Have you remained sober since that period?
Yeah. I've been sober 7 years now.
Wow.
7 years. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
You have tried to be sober, and I'm sure because in the movie, in the doc, you get to a point where you're sober, but it sounds like you were on and off.
I get to sober where our narcotics, opiates became just a thing of the past, and I moved beyond that. And then the slow, insidious part of what alcohol is, and that, and a lot of the, it's just one of those things where it's just like it's how I'm built, how I'm wired. I have a very addictive personality with things that I do. I mean, to be a really good fighter, you have to be selfish. You have to be addicted to what you're doing, because it takes such a concentrated effort to do it. And then, alcohol just slowly just started creeping in, and it became more and more and more and more of my life. And in 2018, September 4th is my sobriety date. And,
wow.
I said at my Hall of Fame speech, September 3rd, 1996, my mom died. And so my son knows this. My son's 14 at the time. He came up to me and said, Dad, I know you need to drink today, because it's a sad day. Your mom died, but would you stop tomorrow? And it was like one of those statements where I'm like, at the time, I'm like, I'm just going to give my son another empty promise. Like, yeah, I got you. I'll stop. I got it. And then for whatever reason, and I stopped asking the whys, the next day when I got up, at that point, I probably drank every single day for, I don't even know how many years. And at that point I got up and it was like, just something was a little different.
That first day that you go on set and you see Dwayne playing yourself, and one of my favorite things about the film, as we talked to Benny about yesterday, are all the little details: the Nautica sweatshirt, the bad boy, the full contact fighter, the Hofstra shirt.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's unbelievable, man. What is that like for you to go back? Like, we very rarely as human beings get to go back and relive our lives like that. What is that like for you?
Oh my God. So when they brought me up to pre-production first, I had sent them boxes and boxes of stuff. Every single thing that I had saved, every little thing that I thought would be useful, not understanding the context of how it's going to be used, how it's going to be made, where it's going to end up. And so when I go up to production and I see like all this stuff that was in my kitchen and being reproduced or acquired online and a wall of screen grabs, the producer, Dave Copeland, uh, he was behind me and he was just gauging my emotional state because he knew it was overwhelming. He knew it was like he would just lean into me and he would go, "Are you okay?"
Wow.
And I would go, "I'm okay, Dave." He goes, "You you don't have to walk off through this because you could take a break." And I was like, "No, no." So I go to like costume and it's like all my track suits and all my sweatshirts and all the Hofstra t-shirts and all this stuff, which was just it was it was mind-boggling how so this is like just hats off to Benny, how important it was for him. Like how like he probably told you they built not movable walls. They rebuilt 4 rooms in my house
Wow.
from 25 years ago. So there's running water. There's electricity. There's all this because when he wanted DJ and Emily to get in this, he buried all the cameras. He buried all the lights. So when they were there, and I said, "You know what, Benny?" So watching that scene, I felt like a voyeur. I felt like I was looking and watching the neighbors who had this big window open and I could watch them and hear them. And it's this feeling. And he goes, "That's what he wanted to create." He wanted to create because I felt myself looking at it, but feeling like I shouldn't be watching what I'm watching, even though it's my life.
Wow.
I mean, just the thought for detail and everything and the creativity of Benny to do that just allowed DJ and Emily to get to a place emotionally where you see it, how raw, how just really fucking raw that last scene is and how intense it is. And for me to see that, it was like, that was the part which was completely therapeutic and like just I could let go of those last little parts of shame that I was holding on to, going, I'll own that because that's my part. And there's no getting around it, man. There was selfishness and self-centeredness in this, pursuit of what I was doing. And the consequences, people around me suffered. They had to endure, even though my goal was to raise everybody up. It's like it was such a huge fucking cost. Because everybody had to pay a price in it. And then you had addiction in. That was another price nobody signed up to pay. But I didn't care because I just wanted what I wanted.
Wow. Man, what a gem you are. It's really so, I hate to say refreshing to hear you speak because I know you're in pain talking about this stuff, but you rarely hear public people speak like this about their issues, and so I really, really do appreciate it. And it's been a common theme throughout your life. I know we have to wrap, so I just want to ask, just curious, like, how are you now, Mark? Like, how is life for you now? And what do you do? How do you spend your time when you're not out on the Tonight Show set promoting a movie about your life with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? What does Mark Kerr do because we haven't heard much from you for quite some time as far as MMA is concerned?
No, so I'm remarried, which is
Congrats.
a miracle. I have a beautiful wife, and her and I have a company called Absolute Wellness, and so I spend a lot of my time helping her. I love talking. I don't like sitting behind a computer. So any meeting my wife sets up, there you go. Any meeting my wife sets up, I sit and meet with clients and stuff like that. She's been in this space for 24 years. She designed amenity spaces, fitness centers. She does it for multifamily housing, municipalities, master plan communities. She does it coast to coast. So that occupies a lot of my time. I'm in the process of finishing a book proposal to get a book out there next year. And, there's other aspects where I'm starting, I'm finally on top of my health where I actually can go in, and I have a 21-year-old son, Bryce. Dawn and I have that son together, and, he's training. He goes in, he loves boxing, he loves jiu-jitsu. And my whole goal was to get healthy enough to go in and roll around with him where I can now.
Wow.
So that's actually a small little miracle as well.
I love it. Any chance he follows in your footsteps, that he becomes a fighter?
He has the aptitude for it. He has grit. He had just grit for a kid. He loves boxing. He's just enamored with the footwork. I can catch him, like I can walk in a room and he'll be sitting there shadow boxing.
Wow.
And it's just one from a young age. He wasn't watching the punches in the face. He's watching the footwork. And I'm like, I didn't get that until I was fighting, like how important that was. So there's a chance, but he's singularly driven to be successful, which is a blessing.
Mark, you're a blessing. Your life is a blessing, and it's amazing what the journey has where it's brought you and what it has done for you and for others as well. Again, I'll never forget. I'll say this very quickly before I let you go, and this isn't about me, but I just want to let you know how much the doc meant to people like me. I watched that doc in 2002 at Syracuse University. I was very lonely. I was very depressed, and my comfort was MMA. That was like I had an MMA radio show at the time that no one listened to. Absolutely no one listened to. But it was impossible to find any MMA content. And here's HBO showing an MMA doc. I'm like, holy crap. As you know, at the time, no one talked about MMA. I couldn't believe it. And then you see what you show us. And so that was the greatest MMA doc of all time till this day. But I felt like it was like I hope no one messes this up. And so when I heard that Dwayne Johnson was going to do a movie, I was nervous because I was like, I don't want it to get ruined. And as I said to Benny yesterday, it's now the greatest MMA doc of all time and the greatest MMA feature film of all time because they nailed it. All the details for the hardcore old school fans was just like a trip down memory lane that I know how it meant for me. I can't even imagine how it meant for you to watch it. And now to see all the love and attention that you're receiving warms my heart. And I don't really know you on a personal level, but I'm just so happy for you. I really am so happy for you. You know what?
That means the world, because that was the intent from the beginning. And like I said, everybody involved treated it with such care and reverence. And, because I'm alive still. Like the biopic where I'm alive and that feedback, and they understood that. So they had such respect for putting something out that I could look at and be proud of. And on the other side of it, this is the big thing. I'm finally in a place where I can give myself grace. And that's all part of this.
God bless you, my friend. All the best to you. Congratulations. And so happy to see that you're in a great place, and enjoy everything that comes with all the success of the film. You deserve it, Mark. Thank you so much for the time.
I appreciate it. Thank you again.
There he is, the smashing machine, the original Mark Kerr. What a guy. I hope from the conversations that we have had this week with Benny Safdie, with Mark Kerr, from the conversations that the team has had about this film, I hope that you all, go check out the film. October 3rd it comes out, which is in 2 days. And then I hope you all check out the doc. And I hope that some platform like Netflix or HBO Max puts it on so that you can watch it in the best kind of format quality possible, because it really is worth seeing. It really, really is. That was phenomenal. All right. Thank you very much to the great Mark Kerr for his time. Thank you very much to everyone involved in the film for setting it up. We really, really appreciate it. And that was medicine for my soul after the morning that we had today. Without further ado, let us bring in the co-founder, or I should just say the founder of BKFC. I'm used to saying co-founder when it comes to other promotions, but this is the guy who started it and who is still the man, still the face of the promotion. Of course, they have a huge, huge, huge event this Saturday in Newark, their first show in New Jersey, BKFC 82. It's Mike Perry against Jeremy Stevens for the King of Violence belt, also the Queen of Violence belt on the line as well. There it is. Let's say hello to the one and only David Feldman. Kind enough to join us on this Wednesday afternoon. There he is with the belt. Is that it?
The belt.
There it is. Is that the king or the queen?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
This is the king.
That's the king.
And that's the little one that I'm going to leave with you.
Wow.
So you have to leave it up here now.
It will be here. Wow. This is nice. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Ooh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to put it right over here. How about that?
There you go.
How are you, sir?
Beautiful.
Good to see you.
And good to see you.
So is there going to be a Queen of Violence one as well?
We do have the Queen of Violence, actually. I can probably bring it in.
No, it's all good. Same size, same look.
Okay. Purple.
And I like that. Okay. And this will be the first time that belt is on the line, yes. Right? And how did you determine who was going to fight for it?
I think just two of the baddest women that I have, in the company, Christine Furia versus Jessica Borga. Jessica Borga is the first girl in our company history that actually scored a knockout, like clean knockout, 10-count knockout. And Jessica and Christine Furia has just been a beast since the beginning of BKFC. So it was fitting.
I feel like this is a very notable time in your path, in your history, because New Jersey, as you know, was one of the first states to sanction MMA way back in the day, put together the unified rules of MMA. And so they were kind of like one of the first on board. So for you to have an MMA event, a BKFC event in New Jersey feels significant. How has it been working with the commission, getting everything set for Saturday?
It was great. It was great. I mean, they're very stringent. It's a tough commission as far as rules and regulations go, but they were great. When we got the approval in July at the board meeting for the commission, it's been great ever since. The whole commission has been very, very good to work with.
And dare I ask, how are ticket sales? We did talk about going head to head with the UFC, but then you told me the event will finish before the UFC pay-per-view starts, which is a very smart move, I think, on your part and DAZN's part. How are ticket sales?
Yeah, I think it affected us a little bit.
Okay.
I was hoping for a sellout. It doesn't look like we're going to get there, to be honest with you. I think we're going to be in the 11,000, 12,000 person range, which is very, very respectable, going up against a UFC event up here in North Jersey. But, we were hoping to get about 16,000, but we didn't get there.
Are you disappointed?
I'm not very disappointed. I didn't schedule this to go up against the UFC.
Yeah.
I scheduled it first, and then they came on. I would never have scheduled it against the UFC, especially a pay-per-view event of this magnitude. But to go up against a UFC pay-per-view of this magnitude and still sell 11,000, 12,000 tickets, I'm happy.
First time in the market as well. Historically, you don't usually try to go on UFC days, right?
No, definitely not. We'll go against a fight night, but against a numbered event, definitely not.
Did you try to move it once you heard that they were going?
Yeah, they were it wasn't until the end of November where we had a date here in Prudential, and that didn't work for us. We're booked throughout the rest of the year.
Okay. And so when you have a situation like this, you just start it a little bit earlier, right? I think the whole event is going to last like 4 hours. You like to keep them very tight.
Yeah, doors will open at 5. First prelim fight will be 6, so 6 to 7 prelims. Main card starts at 7. Should be out of there 9:30, 9:45ish.
Mike Perry, Jeremy Stevens don't have ties to the area, but Jimmy Rivera and Frankie Edgar do.
Yes.
You know this, like when the Frankie news got announced, there was some trepidation from his fans because of how it was last week. How do you come to the determination that, okay, we are comfortable with having someone of his age and what happened recently to him with his fighting on this card?
I think, he had to pass the medicals. He had to do everything that the state required. I did watch him spar actually in person, and I was confident that he could fight at this level.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so
I was.
And he has to pass like tests and stuff like that, right?
There's more medicals for someone in a high risk category than there is for a guy that's not in a high risk category, and he passed every medical.
I will be honest with you. I heard that his status on the card is up in the air. Is he fighting on Saturday?
We'll determine that later on today. There is a potential medical issue with him.
Okay.
And we're not exactly sure, and we will determine that later on today.
So you'll know for sure by the end of today.
By the end of today.
What are you feeling? What are you thinking?
It's a coin toss.
Coin toss.
Yeah.
Is there a replacement on deck?
Yes.
Okay. Who is the replacement?
The replacement is a kid out of Montana that just won by knockout on the Sturgis card, Timmy Mason.
Okay.
Awkward, good puncher, rough, tough kid. It'll be a good fight.
It
won't be obviously as big a name as Frankie Edgar, but definitely a very respectable fight.
If the Frankie fight doesn't go through, would you like to have him on, or would this in the future, or would this preclude him from fighting again in BKFC?
I really, really like Frankie Edgar.
Yeah.
Like, I met him. He's a cool dude. He's real. He's one of the realest guys I've ever met.
Yeah.
Legend. In fighting. I mean, but being a legend, you would never know he's a legend by the way he acts. He's just awesome. So the answer is yes. We just want to make sure every obstacle is cleared.
Okay. You've got, and so we'll find out later today. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Mike Perry, Jeremy Stevens. We talked to you when you made the fight happen, and we saw the little fracas in the in the ring not that long ago. Here's the footage in case anyone missed it. Very good stuff. It feels pretty tense with these guys. You've been around them now. How would you describe the state of their quote unquote relationship?
Yeah, I think it started off where it was another fight, right? It was another fight, so we did a little promo for it, and now I think they genuinely do not like each other. I know Mike definitely doesn't like Jeremy Stevens at all, and I don't think Jeremy likes Mike, so I think that's going to translate into a great fight.
Any idea why?
I think it had something to do with something that happened in the UFC that I heard about, and I'm not quite sure of it, but something happened.
And what about the weight? What weight is this at?
It's at 175.
And is there a cap? Is there like a rehydration clause?
There is.
And
10%.
And whose call was that? Who wanted that?
That was Jeremy.
Because that's not typical.
Jeremy
right?
Stevens' camp. I mean, he is coming up in weight, and Mike's camp accepted it, no problem at all.
Do you have an issue with rehydration clauses?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, there's circumstances. I mean, in general, I don't like it, but I mean, in certain circumstances, I think it works.
Okay. Because historically, you guys don't really have them, right?
We had it one time before.
One time.
Yeah.
Which fight was that?
My favorite guy, Luke Rockhold.
That's right. That's right. His fight against Perry?
Against Perry with Luke, we had a rehydration clause, and that's where we butted heads a little bit.
Okay. And in what way?
Because he thought we singled him out, which we did. It was for his fight. It wasn't for everybody else. It was for that particular fight, and he didn't like that. He wanted it to be for everybody, and, you know, one of those things.
Sure. When you saw him get knocked out, what was your reaction?
I mean, you know, I felt sorry. I do like the guy. I mean, the guy, he's a legend. I mean, no one can take any of his accolades away from him. He's one of the best, you know, fighters pound for pound in the UFC.
Sure.
He truly is. But, you know, he's shit on our sport, and, you know, things happen.
It's two guys who shat on your sport, right? Till and Rockhold. I don't know who you like less.
That's weird that Till did, though, because he's nonstop calling me.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Nonstop. About what?
We're gonna do a deal.
You are.
I'm confident we are.
We've been hearing about this for like what?
I know,
3
but
years
listen,
now?
you know, it's he expresses interest and then he goes in a different direction. But he's reached out a lot this time. So when he calls you after this and says, "Let me clear that up,"
yeah,
Darren, you've been reaching out a lot. He went to go. I think he went on vacation to see his daughter in Brazil.
Yeah.
And we talked a lot during that, and we're going to go over to the UK, and we're going to try to get a deal done with him.
Oh, wow. Okay. You were just in the UK, but you didn't see him?
No.
You were in Manchester, right?
Yeah, he wasn't back yet.
Okay. And so is the deal for him to fight Mike Perry?
If Perry wins. I mean,
okay.
And I mean a big if, because Jeremy Stevens in bare knuckle is no slouch.
Yeah.
And this is a great fight. But we'll see. I mean, Mike Perry hasn't been knocking out his guys in BKFC, but he's been breaking everybody that he fought, and we'll see if he can break Jeremy Stevens.
There is a case to be made, though, that regardless of the result of this main event, that Perry versus Till is a big enough fight that it doesn't really matter what happens on Saturday. Do you not agree?
I don't agree. I agree that if it's a great fight and Perry comes up short, that I agree. But if he somehow gets, you know, knocked out or walked all over, then...
So if Perry loses, are you done with Till, or is there another option? Because Till versus Stevens, that might be too big of a size difference.
Yeah, I think it is. But I think Till is a big draw in the UK. I think we just proved on Saturday night that we're really starting to grow in the UK.
Yeah.
Over 5,000 fans. Great card.
In Manchester, right?
Yeah, in Manchester. Yeah. So I think that we can continue that.
Okay.
Continue talks with Till.
And so if Till does cut a deal with you, does that mean he's done with Misfits?
I don't know what's going to happen with that. It doesn't really matter to me. I want to get.
You want this fight?
I want this fight. I want Till versus Perry. I'm not rooting against Jeremy Stevens, but I want Till versus Perry. But if it's Stevens, then we'll figure something else out.
How are things with Perry?
It's good. Great.
Yeah.
Actually, great.
How many fights does he have left?
I think 2 after this.
Oh, okay. So 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still staying, because there was obviously that period there where we weren't quite sure if he was going to come back.
Well, I mean, look, I told him the same thing. I mean, his name value went down a little bit after the Jake Paul fight, but
right.
I think people are starting to realize that, you know, bare knuckle is different, and he can perform better and different in bare knuckle than he can in boxing. And, you know, this is his sport. I mean, I encouraged him not to do that fight, but, you know, he got paid pretty decently, and he took it. But it wasn't that's not where Mike Perry doesn't belong in a boxing ring. He belongs in a bare knuckle ring or in an MMA cage.
Yeah. Do you not like that he's promoting this dirty boxing?
I don't mind it.
Yeah. You don't view it as competition?
No, not at all. I mean, you know, good for him as long as, you know, he stays in his lane.
Sure.
And his team stays in their lane. Good for them.
Has he tried, because there's been some sort of, I would say maybe crossover of athletes, like Yoel Romero fought for them. He's fighting for you now. Do you ever feel like you're negotiating against him or his team where it makes it awkward?
Not really.
No.
Not really. I mean, it's a different animal.
Okay.
Completely different animal.
Just because it's a different sport?
Different sport, different level right now, different pay scale. It's just it's a whole different thing right now. I see dirty boxing doing pretty good because it's an exciting rule set. It is an exciting rule set, but there's nothing like bare knuckle.
What did you think of Yoel and his debut?
I thought he looked good.
Yeah.
I thought he looked really good. I mean, very relaxed, very comfortable, and it was a beautiful ending.
I mean, the guy is ageless. It's unbelievable to look
crazy,
like that at 48.
All right.
What are your plans for him?
He's going to come back.
Yeah. I would hope so.
Yeah, he's going to come back, and I don't think we're going to rush him into the title this fight, but if he wins another one by a good knockout, it would be good to see him fight for the championship.
And would that be which weight would that be? Would that be heavyweight?
205.
205. Okay.
Yeah. Right now we have Alessia Sakara fighting Chris Camozzi for that October 25th in Rome, Italy.
Man, what a scene that's going to be.
So that's going to be
at the Coliseum.
No, can't. But it's a round arena. It's all in the round. It's a beautiful place. It's 11,000 seats. I can't remember the name of it.
Do you go to all these events? Are you at every single one?
I go to almost all of them.
Okay.
Almost all of them. I will be in Rome for sure.
And what is it like for you when you're not there, when the event is running without you?
You know, it's good and bad. I want to be there because if they're not, I'm very animated there because I love it. Like, this isn't just a job for me. This isn't another promotion for me. This is my life. And when guys don't fight good, I'm banging on the canvas, fight harder, get up. Like, I have guys that will look in my eyes as they got knocked down, and I'll be like, get up.
Yeah.
And then they get up. And it's really awesome because I talk them up. And, you know, when I'm not there, obviously I can't do that, but I also get to dissect the whole show a lot differently when I'm not there.
Okay, from a production standpoint.
Yep.
Right. Obviously, someone who is also animated at your events is Conor McGregor, your partner.
Yep.
How is it going with him?
It's going great.
Yeah? I mean, like, showing up to all these events, were you expecting that?
Over-delivered.
Yeah.
He over-delivered on that respect 100%. I mean, he truly loves the sport too. He really loves it. This isn't another thing for him. I mean, I think, you know, this is an opportunity for him to do something he wasn't able to do with the UFC and be a part of the growth of a company that he thinks can be something big. And obviously I do. And I think together we're building something pretty special.
Seems very genuine when he talks about it. I think he calls it like combat sports alien or something like that.
The alien of combat sport.
Yeah. So it seems like he's super into it. And he always keeps, and he even said it this past weekend, that he's going to compete in it.
Yeah.
You believe him?
I mean, he has to fight 2 fights with the UFC.
Sure, but eventually.
Yeah. I mean, if he gets through those 2 fights, it makes no sense for him not to.
Right.
Financially, I mean, it makes no sense for him.
What's the dream? The dream Conor McGregor BKFC debut fight.
Man. I mean, right now, the one that would make sense is Mike Perry, but I don't know if that's it in a year and a half from now.
I thought, you know what I thought you were going to say? Nate Diaz.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Could you imagine Nate versus Conor 3
Nate,
under BKFC rules?
We talked to Nate a few times. He just literally said, look, I have too much scar tissue for this right now. But I think if it was Conor McGregor that was on the other side of that ring, he would take it. Yeah, I would love that. I would also like to see him fight possibly Conor McGregor versus Masvidal in bare knuckle. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that?
Right. Have you talked to Masvidal?
No.
He had his promotion, but they haven't put on events recently.
I don't think that they have, but they may again soon.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm really not sure.
Would you like to have him in BKFC?
Yeah. Yes.
He would be a good one.
He would be great, right? I mean, he's a dog, and he's from Miami. Miami's like our second home, and
he started.
Who wouldn't want to see Masvidal
in
bare knuckle? I mean, really, who wouldn't? Anyone that follows him know that's where he started. So why not finish there?
The key, and again, it's going back to some of the things. The key is to not just have the guys who are viewed older, right? I think you made a lot of headlines when you signed Paige way back when. Paige Van Zandt, because she was so much younger.
Sure.
And so it's like, wow, someone in their prime is going this route. Do you see any openings for getting more people like that?
Yeah.
Try to offset.
You know, when we started this thing, like I was just telling one of the guys out there, I worked for 9 years to get this thing legal. So I wasn't even trying to build a business. I just had to do an event. I'm like, I worked my ass off for 9 years to get this thing done. I have to do an event. So I did an event. And it was trending #1 on Twitter, and everybody was talking about it. And I was like, all right, maybe we can build something here. 3 or 4 events later, I was like, we've got something special here. So I just started to really build it. I'm getting to where I'm going.
Sure.
You know, we grew so fast. We actually grew too fast that
really
it's hard to catch up with funding. And now we have really great team put together to fund us to really put this thing together the right way. So you will see a lot of boxers and MMA fighters in their prime coming over to BKFC right now and really making a name for themselves in this sport.
Okay.
You will see that. We have a slew of them in the UK, and it's translating over here to the United States as well.
In terms of states now, where are we at?
42.
42.
Yeah. I think we're only at 2 that we really want to be in right now that we're not, and that's Nevada and New York. And New York, again, the commission likes it. It's a legislative ladder thing. I mean, 2-3 years away. But Nevada, I'm confident we'll be in Nevada next year.
An event in Nevada or just legal in Nevada?
No, an event.
Okay. I mean, if they're doing slap fighting.
I'm not going to do an event.
Right. If you're doing slap fighting, how do you not do bare knuckle? What do you think of the slap fighting?
I think it's as a sport or as a
just as a
entertainment.
Thing, as an entity.
It is what it is. I mean, look, it gets a lot of views. It's what I call oh shit views. That's what it gets. It gets like, man, you see that moment? Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? So it's good for that. I mean, is it a skilled sport? Obviously, it's defenseless. So it's not a real sport, but it's real entertainment because it is entertaining to watch. But is it something that you're gonna as you're growing up in combat sports say I want to be a slap fighter? Probably not.
Do you deliver oh shit views?
Oh yeah.
But not just that. You would say you deliver oh shit views, but you're also a sport.
Oh, we have. I mean, 100% we're a sport. We're building something unbelievable now. We really are. We have so many great fights now and great knockouts and real skilled guys now. They're really learning the sport. They're learning how to toughen their hands. They're learning how to really do everything about bare knuckle, where to punch, how to punch. So I mean, we're really developing something great here.
Is there ever a moment like there was a knockout a couple of weeks ago? I don't remember the gentleman's name, but he was like stiff but standing, where he just like you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And then he falls. Is there ever a moment where you're watching and you're like, this is scary? Like, because some of the knockouts for whatever reason are very scary sometimes. Is there ever a moment where you're uncomfortable, where you're like, wow, I hope everything's okay?
Of course. I mean, I promoted boxing and promoted mixed martial arts. I've had the same thing in all 3 sports, and every single time that anyone gets knocked stiff, I'm scared because you got to make sure that they wake up and everything's good. Of course, if I wasn't scared, I wouldn't be human.
Has there ever been a time where you're like, oh shit, this is even scary? Which is
Once.
that?
It was a knockout in Dubai.
Okay.
I was like, wow, is this guy going to move?
Yeah.
Is this guy even going to move?
And when that ended up happening?
Yeah.
He was fine?
He was good.
Okay.
Walked out of the ring. Walked out. It's just a matter, I mean, when I think it was my 3rd or 4th event in, I had my chief medical officer, Dr. Don Muzi, he's at ringside, and I'm going like 3 straight knockouts. I'm like, Don, this is unbelievable. Like, are we okay? And he's like, Dave, this is actually okay. Fast knockouts, we're okay with that. We're not okay with someone, going 5 rounds, 6 rounds, or whatever it may be, and having wars. That's where I get nervous. I don't get nervous with knockouts.
Okay. How are things going with DAZN?
Great.
Do you like being on pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view's a little tricky right now, but I think
everyone's moving away from pay-per-view.
Everybody's moving away from it.
Your event on Saturday is pay-per-view.
Yes.
And that's the other tricky part with fans. Like you want MMA fans to buy this show, and they're going to be asked to buy 2 pay-per-views on the same night.
Yeah.
So what do we do about that? How do we fix this? UFC's not even on pay-per-view anymore, starting next year.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still going to do pay-per-view events. I think.
I don't think so.
I think we're going to figure something. Well, Dana said he's going to do 4 or 5 pay-per-view events next year. He did say that.
No. I think he was trying to. Respectfully, I think he was trying to save face because he still had 4 left to promote this year.
But look, if I had my choice, I'd never do pay-per-view because I want people to be able to watch everything. But I think it's this is a great fight. We're on a platform that we have an agreement with to do pay-per-views, and DAZN really knows how to promote it and really knows how to protect piracy a lot. So I think we should do okay.
I think my 2 cents. You didn't ask for my 2 cents. DAZN needs to get off the pay-per-view train, if only because it's already a price to get onto DAZN, and then you're asking for another price on top of it. It just doesn't work.
But are you asking for another price if you're just buying a pay-per-view? I don't think so.
Oh. So you don't need to be a DAZN subscriber to get the pay-per-view?
I think if you do, they take that off of the...
Oh, well, that's a better deal.
Yeah.
Because the ESPN Plus situation didn't make any sense because you had to subscribe to ESPN Plus just to get the pay-per-view. Yeah. So I thought it would be the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much is your pay-per-view?
$49.
Okay, so cheaper than a UFC.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you foresee a day when you're no longer on pay-per-view?
Yeah.
You'd like that?
Yes.
Do you foresee a day where you're on linear television?
I mean,
Or does
look,
that not matter?
DAZN's a good partner. I want to be on a place where we can get a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
And if DAZN owns combat sports, with a lot of combat sports, then yeah. If they don't, then maybe we will look elsewhere. But DAZN has been a great partner so far, and I think they're going to be a great partner going forward.
Is it a long-term deal?
It's a 3-year deal.
Okay, and this is year one?
Yeah.
Last
year
time,
one.
Last time we spoke, we talked about Triller and all that. Where do we stand with that? With
they're just a minority shareholder now.
Okay, so who's the majority?
Actually, it's up for grabs right now.
Okay, so I could jump in.
Yeah, you in?
I mean, what's the price? What's the price? What are we talking? Why doesn't Connor just become he could afford it probably, no?
Yeah, but I think we want value added, more value added partners involved.
Okay.
And I think the one we're talking to now, which we actually have a closing date of October 15th to close our big deal.
Oh wow!
And that's with a guy that's got really great connections all around the world. And I think
he'd be the majority owner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what would that mean for you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, except we have the money to fund this thing the way we want to. And as far as my equity, it won't. Actually, I'll go up a little bit. So
okay. And this is one singular guy?
Yeah.
Or a whole,
well, he owns a group, but it's him doing it himself because he actually had some outsiders that wanted to come in, some big sovereign countries that wanted to come in, but he didn't want to take them. He wanted to do it himself.
Wow. Do we know this guy?
No.
He's not a name in the world. What is his name?
No.
Can't tell us. Where does he live?
Not yet.
Is it Turkey Al Sheikh? No.
I wish.
Have you talked to him about this?
We had an agreement to do something, but now that he's doing all this stuff with the UFC, it's probably not going to come to fruition.
Okay. Why not?
I just think he's too in depth with so many different combat sports events now.
Okay.
I mean, he's big in with Matchroom and what they're doing and DAZN. He's big in with the UFC now. So
BKFC Riyadh, it's a little different.
Would be great.
Did you actually talk to him? Or his team?
No, I didn't talk to him. I talked to a prince that was with him.
Got it. And so the gentleman that you're talking about is Florida.
Yeah.
Florida based. So you feel good about this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel great about it.
Can I ask what the price is?
What valuation we're doing?
Yeah.
350 million.
And what did Triller buy it for?
80.
Wow. This is great.
Yeah.
And do you make some of this as well?
I don't think we're going to get liquidity in this because I want to keep it in the business.
Okay.
I think there's an opportunity to have a liquidity event right now, but I don't want to. I want to grow this thing. I love it. I really, truly think it. It's a $2-3 billion exit.
Yeah.
When it exits, so
of course
I don't want to. I'm all in. We just talked about it out there, like I'm all in.
Yeah, I know.
Put everything in.
I don't think that's ever been in
five
doubt.
Different times, and I'm still all in.
Right.
My comfort zone is being uncomfortable. It is. It truly is. Like I perform under pressure every time, and it always comes through.
And there have been moments where you thought, this is it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't.
So I'm going to tell you a secret that.
Tell us.
The Denver event that I did, that Conor McGregor came in.
Oh yeah, the one where he faced off with Perry.
Yeah, where I mortgaged my house.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money for that event until 3 days after the event.
Jeez.
Like I did the event, just rolling the dice and saying this is going to work out, and it worked out. I just think if you do the right thing, work your ass off, put all the puzzle pieces together, it works out. So if
you're not crapping your pants during all this, like during the week.
Of course I am.
Are you telling anyone?
2 or 3 people on my team. Yeah.
And how did you get the money?
Investors.
Okay.
It performed well, and
damn,
they wanted to see
what if it didn't perform? Do you think it performed well because Connor showed up? Did he kind of raise the profile?
I don't think it performed well because of that, because we didn't know he was showing up.
Right.
I think the after effect of him being there got the investors very interested. Yes, 100%.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Because I remember we talked about it for 3-4 days.
Of course.
And at that point, correct me if I'm wrong, he wasn't involved at all, right?
Not at all.
He was just checking it out.
So he first got involved he came to the event, then he first got involved with his Forged Irish Stout, became a sponsor of ours.
Oh yeah.
And then 6 months down the road, we just started talking and saying, man, you got to get involved with this. And he said, how he talks, I love it. It's the rocket ship and all this stuff. And here we are now.
So did you pitch him to be involved?
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't really his intention initially?
No.
He just wanted to check it out. He liked it. He was sponsoring.
He sponsored it, and I said, get involved. And then we worked out a deal.
So what happens just in an alternate universe? Connor doesn't show up to this event, and it just is another event.
We'll never know.
Wow. Would the company cease to exist, you think, at this point? Could it have gone under?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not saying
you didn't have the money to pay.
Under. It could have. It could have went under. Honestly, Ariel, a dozen times.
A dozen
events. It could have went under.
When was the last one? Like, how recent are we talking?
Probably like 6 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened? That's not that long ago.
Yeah, but we're doing so many events. So it's not that we're losing money. We're actually in the black a little bit now.
Oh wow.
But we're cash flow. We're doing so many events. By the time you get it takes 12 events to get paid sometimes. I mean, 3 months. So for us, that's 12 events sometimes, 10 events. So we have to put on 10 events before we get the money for that, and then just recycling it in. So it becomes difficult funding, but as far as the growth, it's been unbelievable.
Have you ever thought about scaling back, like maybe just an event a month?
You can't.
Why?
If I went from doing all these events and doing the big events and just putting it all out there to doing one event a month, what would you say as a reporter? They couldn't. No,
I get
not
it.
as a business person.
Yeah.
As a reporter, you would say they couldn't keep up with themselves.
Yes and no, but I'm actually always the guy who says less is more.
Okay.
Like, give me 12 mega events or big events as opposed to.
How do you build fighters?
Yeah, I know.
How do you build a
like
roster?
How many fighters are on your roster right now?
280.
280. How many events?
38 this year.
And there's a delineation, right? There's like the pay-per-view events, and then there's like the fight nights.
The next year there'll be 3 level events.
Okay.
There'll be the numbered events, the 4 tentpole events, the numbered events, and what we're going to be launching in 2026 is BKFC Fight Club. It's going to be Fight Club. It's going to be a small event, 200-300 people in a warehouse setting. It's going to be really unbelievable.
Wow.
So what we're going to do is, I'm going to break this here, we're going to have all guys the same weight and the same experience level. So the commission is going to approve them all. And 5 minutes before the fight, they're going to pick who they're fighting.
Oh, jeez.
And they're going to go in and fight.
Come on.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
And commission's okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah, because they're all the same experience level.
And how do they pick?
We're literally going to pick it out of a hat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's
crazy
not like
wild way.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm putting someone with 30 fights in with someone with 2 fights.
Sure,
They're all going to be, let's say, less than 10 fights or less than 8 fights or 2 fights to 10 fights, something.
How many of those a year?
11, one a month.
So 11 of those plus the 4 tent poles, you said, and then the number. So how many total you think in 26?
Well, I think internationally can be really interesting now because we have a lot of people that want to license this.
Okay.
So it just depends on what falls in place there. But I would say we're probably looking at, I know what we're looking at. We're looking at 35 domestic events.
Wow.
And then internationally, it really could be 8 events to 30 events.
When you say license it, what does that mean? Like licensing it, like they take the brand, but it's under.
Yeah, but we'll help run it with them.
Okay.
And work through them with it. But there'll be
it's
someone
still called
in
BKFC.
a certain territory that'll kind of own the majority of that.
Okay. Would you own the content?
Yeah.
In that regard? Okay.
Of course.
Wow.
So I think the big thing for 2026 for us, Ariel, is really creating our own stars. And
yeah.
We talked about it this year a little bit, but we just brought in, or we're about to, where we just finished negotiation with someone that worked with the WWE for a long time, storyteller, character creator, probably one of the best in the business.
Wow.
He's going to come over and work with us. I can't say his name right now because he's actually working with someone else, but he's going to come over and he's going to be working with us. And I think that's really what we're missing right now is telling stories, not necessarily like my story that I told here, but like stories of why is this guy going to fight this guy in 4 fights from now?
Couldn't agree more.
Like how do you get them to follow us through our journey and through their journey? That's what we're really missing, and that's what we're going to put into effect in 26.
If I may, sure. I think that number one, you need that. You need those storylines. You need why are we always drawn to big fights, boxing, wrestling?
Yep.
The tension. Perry and Stevens do it for us, but we also know Perry and Stevens, right? So you have that already built in. You're already emotionally invested in their journeys. Oftentimes, I'll be like, "Oh wow, BKFC is on." Like it gets lost because
100%.
And then
it also gets lost because we're on different platforms for different level events. Mm-hmm. And I think when we figure out how to put everything in one package, I think it doesn't get lost as much.
Under one umbrella.
We get that. We understand that. We really do. And we think that we're doing it just justice to the fans because they're looking everywhere for us. Like we know that if they catch an advertisement, they know where to, but if they don't, like, you know, if you go on ESPN, right now you can see where's all the UFC events at, right? You see it. You don't necessarily know with us yet, but you will in 26.
The other thing, again, we're just...
Sure.
I think you need to do a better job at social.
Yeah.
You know why? Because there's a bunch of accounts, like there's this guy Caposa that tweets everything, he watches everything, and I'll see a crazy knockout. And then I want to see, so then I'll go in your account and see, oh, let me see if like the official account, there's nothing there.
I think there's some stuff there.
Got to be quicker with the moments.
We just brought someone in right now for that.
Social is huge. You got you got to be fast. You got to beat the other dudes.
Listen, Ariel.
I want you guys to succeed.
No, 100%. I mean, you're 100% right, but we kind of know what we need. We just look. Like I said, we outgrow ourselves.
Yeah.
We have 12 positions ready to be filled right now, and in 2 weeks they're all going to be filled.
Oh, amazing!
And that's going to really help us grow.
Okay, this is a big turning point.
It's huge for us.
When the new guy comes in.
Yeah, this is a big event for us. And again, for me, you know, I'm very honest. It underperformed a little bit because I thought no matter what, you know, I beat on my chest and we're going to sell this thing out.
Yeah.
But everybody said, you know, a lot of people said, oh, I'm not going to overlap it. I'm not going to go to that and miss the Pierre fight. And I get it. Unfortunate things happen, but I think, again, you know, selling between 10, 11, 12,000 tickets at the Prudential Center, going directly up against a UFC pay-per-view event is pretty respectable.
Did you consider like earlier in the day, like just a 1 p.m. start so that there's no overlap?
Yeah, but I didn't think we would do good on ticket sales, and ticket sales is a big revenue generator for us.
Yeah, no, of course.
So
and what about Friday?
And plus pay-per-view, I don't think it would have done good.
Was Friday? Wasn't
Friday
available.
No good for pay-per-view, but also for the international rights.
Oh, really?
Friday
Why is that?
Work is good because in some place it just hits the wrong time of the night for us, and it goes backwards in some places, forward in some places, and it just doesn't work.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It doesn't work on Friday. I mean, does anyone do pay-per-views on Friday?
No, but to be honest, no one really does pay-per-view anymore, other than UFC.
Did anyone ever do
historically?
pay-per-view on Friday?
Historically, UFC was a Friday product.
That was right at the beginning.
Yeah, in the early days, first like 10 years or so.
But when they started doing real views, they were on Saturday.
No, I mean there was that the Francis Ngannou Anthony Joshua fight was on a Friday, not that long ago, but I don't think
how
it
many
did.
pay-per-view buys did it?
Yeah, I don't think it did very well.
Yeah, I think under 20.
I was just 20 like period.
20,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just saying, is it? I know that's not a great day, but because you want to avoid UFC, is it better? Like what's the lesser of the two evils?
I think it's just, you know. I honestly don't know because, like I said, planning better, but we did plan it. But then they came out with it. Usually the UFC is way in advance of announcing fights. We only announced this about 11 weeks ago, and they announced it about 10 weeks ago. So, you know, I think we're going to find our place.
What is your best market right now in terms of ticket sales? What has been your best? Like, okay, I know Philly was great, but Florida, Hard Rock?
Yeah. I mean, anytime we do an event there, it doesn't matter who's fighting, it sells out fast.
And what is a sellout at the Hard Rock?
6,800.
Oh, wow. Okay. That big.
Yeah.
The one in Vegas is much smaller.
Yeah. But that's a big one there.
Have you ever done Kaseya Center? The Miami?
No. We're also talking to the other place that the Panthers play.
Oh, yeah. In Sunrise.
Yeah. I mean, we're never leaving the Hard Rock because it's a great deal for us. But to do a bigger event, which I have a couple ideas that I want to do, and I do think that we could sell at either one of those arenas in Miami. We have a huge fan base there.
Is Knucklemania going to be in January this year or February? Okay, where is that?
It's coming back to Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who will be on that? Not Eddie.
No, I don't know yet.
Okay.
I honestly don't know yet. We're working on some.
Is it possible Eddie's coming back?
I don't think so.
You think he's done?
If he comes back, I have to fight his wife.
Oh gosh, yeah, you don't want that. You don't want. What's the main event for Knucklemania?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't.
Can Darren?
I mean, truly.
I know it's a little early.
I really
can Darren Till get into the country? Like, can you do? He will be able to.
Yeah, he will be able to.
Okay. Is that the dream? Perry versus Till, Knucklemania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it?
I like it, but what does Jeremy Stevens say if he hears this right now?
No, I mean, listen.
I freaking love it. It's the biggest fight you could put on.
I said to you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I
I
know,
mean,
I know.
Jeremy Stevens is not a walkover at all.
No.
Like,
do you
it's
think
really
his value has gone down post UFC fight?
No, I think it's actually. I think more people are talking about him. Oh, post his UFC fight after.
Because you said
Yeah.
Perry. Yeah.
Yes.
In a perfect world, you wish that he didn't do that.
No.
He was on a roll.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that kind of flew under the radar.
It flew under the radar, and it was a ground match. Right?
Yeah,
It wasn't like he got banged.
So I don't actually agree. I don't think it's the same as the way people viewed Paul Perry.
But I think if you can come off of 3 straight wins and not a loss,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
No matter how
sport.
the loss is.
No, I know.
Unless it's a TQ or something.
I don't feel like this fight is any like I don't think it's smaller, any less big than if they didn't fight those fights.
Yeah, well,
And I think they've done a great job. I think they've done a great job. Would you
Thank you.
agree promoting it? These two guys.
I think we built animosity between them that they didn't necessarily. They had a little bit, but we built it up. I think we built really. When I look on social media, I thought it would be probably 80-90 to 80-20, 90-10 in favor of Perry. It's about 60-40 in favor of Perry.
Okay.
So a lot of people are picking Stevens to win.
Once this new owner comes in, you don't want to tell us his name, right? I'm kidding. Who are we talking? Who are we talking
Ariel
about signing?
Helwani. Ariel Helwani is
Can you
the new.
imagine if I become the
new
commissioner of BKFC? Me, you, and Connor up there.
Let's
singing
go.
Kumbaya. Any signings on your radar? Any potential? Any names?
I mean, we have a lot, but I can't. Anytime I mention a name, another promotion talks to him.
Okay, you don't want
I
that.
just
Okay, it's not worth
can't
it.
do no.
It's not worth it. All right.
It's not worth letting you break it.
Well, I would argue otherwise. Give us the hard sell. Okay, we know about Perry Stevens.
We have Mike Perry versus Jeremy Stevens, King of Violence. I mean, it speaks for itself. I mean,
Sure.
they really are
a belt that was actually created on this show, if you recall.
Yep,
Yes.
absolutely. 2 of the baddest dudes really that ever fought in combat sports as far as tough and gritty and fighters. Maybe not the most skilled in boxing or the most skilled in this, but I mean tough, gritty fighters. You talk about them. You talk about Jeremy Stevens and Mike Perry all day long. This is going to be an unbelievable fight. There's no way that this is a boring fight. It can't be. If it is, I'll give everybody their money back.
Connor said he's going to sack Perry if it's not a good fight.
We'll see.
On the spot, he said.
We'll see. We'll see. Look,
Connor versus Perry
Connor's
is
the big boss.
Gosh, that face-to-face that they had at the presser.
And then we have the Queen of Violence is Jessica Borga versus Christine Ferea. Again, cannot be a boring fight. It's going to be unbelievably exciting. And then if everything works out, again, we have Jimmy Rivera versus Frankie Edgar. We know that those 2 guys always come, stand in front of each other and bang it out. And so the commission, go back to the commission. The commission was a little difficult on a proven fight. So we actually got about 20-something fighters turned down.
Oh, wow.
In the approval process, which is good, meaning this is all the fights are unbelievably matched fights. This is going to be an unbelievable card. I would bet everything this is our best card we've ever had.
What number card is this? This is 82, but then
this
in
is
total
82 number events, and then we did a lot of fight night events. This is actually our 137th event.
Okay, I have breaking news.
What?
137 events. My first event in attendance on Saturday.
There you go.
I will be there.
That's going to be great.
What do you think of that?
Trying to get you for a long time.
Did you know you didn't want to break any news? I'm breaking news on the program. Helwani in attendance.
Yeah, man, it's going to be great.
Can I put the belt around the winner's waist?
Yeah.
Nah, you didn't.
You want to do it?
Well, okay. So the audience should know this. I am. We're going to be filming like a bit of a behind the scenes. Your team has been very kind to let us, and we're going to be doing these mini docs on the channel. And this will be my first one where it's my first time at a BKFC.
Oh, this is your first one.
This is our first.
Oh, I heard that you were doing it.
Yes, this is our first time doing it.
One. That's
yes,
great.
Yes, and
absolutely. Listen, for that, absolutely 100%. You get to.
I don't want to do that.
No.
It's not my place. It's not.
Well,
my
you're
place.
not doing the King of Violence. Sorry, you're going to do the Queen of Violence.
Oh, well, yes.
And I'm only doing that because I already have this with a sponsor.
Oh wow. Sorry. Okay, that's why you hesitated.
Yeah.
Who's the sponsor?
It's.
Can I outbid them?
It's a new guy coming in.
Okay.
It is. It's a new guy.
No. It's not. I'm there to document. I'm not there to be a part of the show.
100%.
But I'm really looking forward to
It would
it.
be cool.
I'm really looking forward to it.
How come every time I ask you to be involved, you back away from me?
Well, because I wanted to do this.
Okay.
You want to know as we're shooting here, being honest, you have a great guy who does the role that you're talking to me about, and I don't want to come in and take Cyrus, right?
Yeah.
Cyrus,
Cyrus is great.
I don't want to take.
He is great. I wasn't trying to.
No. But I don't.
Take that.
Who am I to come in?
Got it.
I want to be very respectful, but I always appreciate it.
And I appreciate that. I do, and Cyrus does too. And Cyrus is great. He
does a phenomenal job for you guys, and he's a great ambassador for your company and your sport. And I don't want to waltz in there and be like, oh, I'm coming for this one show. That's not fair.
Yep.
But I do appreciate it, and I can't wait to be there.
Awesome.
And I appreciate you very much. Congrats on all your success. Good luck. Hopefully a few tickets still available.
Throw the plug, bkfc.com for tickets and DAZN pay-per-view. Go to DAZN.com for the pay-per-view. I promise. I know people are hesitant about pay-per-views now. This will be one of the most exciting combat sports events you have ever watched. From head to toe, it's bangers all night long.
Thank you, David. Are you fasting tonight?
I am.
Yom Kippur?
Yeah.
What a guy. You do it all.
Yeah.
Have an easy fast. Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate it. And looking forward to seeing you and the team. And maybe I could watch one of the fights with you. Could we do that on Saturday?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Sit next to me.
Ringside?
Actually, Connor sits next to me, so maybe you sit in the middle of us or on one side or the other.
Okay.
I think it'll be great.
That would be great. All right, we'll take a break. BKFC this Saturday, Newark, the Rock Prudential Center, one of the great arenas here in the United States, their debut in the Garden State. Perry Stevens, it sells itself. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. More questions. Don't go anywhere.
Talked about the White House, and there is one name that no one's really mentioned that, maybe could it possibly happen? We saw Ronda Rousey hitting the pad. She's talking about how she's fallen back in love with MMA. We have a video of it where she's comparing 8 weeks after having the baby, 8 years after stepping away from MMA to 8 months postpartum. She looks kind of like timid, a little bit slow, trying to get the hands back. And then later in the video, it shows her now, which the hands look crispy, I have to say. But she talks about she's finding her love again for MMA.
I'm happy to see this because I may be in the minority here, but I do think Ronda Rousey got a little bit of a raw deal when she left the sport. People wanted her downfall so much that they kind of were in a rush to celebrate her leaving the sport when she did so much for the UFC at that time and the sport of MMA and women getting into it. Look, she did herself no favors in terms of how she handled the media and stuff on her way out, but I always do feel like she's not celebrated in the way that somebody of her stature should be celebrated. Like, she is an icon of icons. She's a no-brain Hall of Famer. She went into the Hall of Fame recently, and I just feel like people don't really give her the respect that she's probably due. I'm happy that she has a little bit of a better relationship with MMA now and can reflect on it this way. The question for you, Al, I think is the mentality of getting that itch and then maybe wanting to compete again. For maybe speak for yourself. Do you get that itch? When does it happen? Did it ever go away? What's the process like for somebody who steps away?
You always have the itch. You watch the fights and you're like, oh, I beat this guy. Oh,
yeah,
I'm great. Oh, you hit the pads. You feel great on the pads. You feel great on the pads. And then you do a 2-minute sparring session with a guy that's an up-and-coming 22-year-old that's taking it easy on you, and you're like, oh, I remember when I used to be able to train 3 times a day and wake up the next day and do it again, and do it again, and I was just hungry and I didn't have the kids, the money she's got. I'm sure she's doing very well. She's done very good, and so that's the difference. Can she do it? I'd be very. To convince me, it'd take a lot. And I'm not really convinced with just one pad session. But I do think Ronda Rousey's done so much in her career that if there is anybody that can make a comeback, that armbar doesn't go away. She's always got that armbar, and she's got those throws. I think she kind of got away from it in the end. She kind of if you go back to that, people still aren't on that level, I don't think, in women's MMA. If you go back to that takedown, those throws, if that's your bread and butter and you get the right opponent and you go in there, yeah, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, she's getting ready to turn 39 in February. Hasn't competed in the UFC since December of 2016 against Amanda Nunes. So, it's been a minute, man. We're coming up on a decade of her having not fought competitively, but like you guys mentioned, she's a legend. Women's MMA isn't where it's at without her. So if she did want to make a return, the UFC would welcome her back with open arms.
And a huge benefit is that division's pretty shallow. really bad. It's as bad as it's ever been. She could hop into there pretty easily and get a decent matchup and look pretty good. Even
you don't need a B side either. You can put her in there against anyone, and people will be interested.
Even somebody who has just recently fought for the title is highly ranked, like a Juliana Pena, right? They're peers, It's like she could jump right into the Shark Tank with this division and ultimately probably be okay. Now, is it like Amanda Nunes or Kayla Harrison? That might be a little bit of a road too far to be coming back from where she's coming back from. But 1-2 down the line, maybe you can build toward it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That sport's evolved so much in the last, women's MMA at that point was just it was not even, she was the first. She was the first one.
Okay, back on the program. That was the boys in the back from last Monday with Ally Quinta. Did a tremendous job. Previously, we had Mr. David Feldman of BKFC gave me this nice little belt. It's a nice little belt right here. I'm not going to lie. This is how I feel today.
Looks great.
I feel like a champion. Imagine I just walk around. Do you think I should show up to the event on Saturday wearing this belt on my shoulder?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a good look. Remember when the guys used to come out like that?
I like that. That's the way to go.
You know what? I have to say, as I was wearing it upside down, smells like leather. It's not synthetic. It's actual. I think it's actual snakeskin, guys.
Snakeskin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See that? It's nice. Anyway, PT, have you ever been to a BKFC event?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, you guys are missing out.
I'm looking
forward to it. The most violent
it.
thing I've ever been at was a caged Muay Thai fight. That was...
When was that?
Small gloves on.
And where was that?
It was Keen Cowley fight. And it was... I think it was in the boxing arena where Conor McGregor made his MMA debut in Crumlin.
Oh, wow.
And it was violent as hell. It was one of the craziest in all of the events I've ever gone to. That one sticks out as one of the wildest atmospheres I've ever been in. Just absolute violence. And let's be honest, I know we like to beat around the bush, but that's what we're here for. We love a bit of blood and guts, and I got plenty of it that night.
I'm looking forward to seeing what it's all about. We're going to be up close and personal. Do you think? How do you guys feel about me putting the belt? I don't think it's appropriate. Right? I mean, that's not my place. Could you imagine if I waltz in there, put the belt around the winner's waist? That's not appropriate.
I think you should definitely do it.
You think I should do it?
Definitely.
Connor, you don't seem so.
I don't think he'd offer it if he wasn't serious.
Who would be doing it instead of you? Just Feldman? Yeah, why not? Why not?
You think I should do it?
You do it. You do it, GC. If they're like, "Here, GC, do you want to stick the belt in this lad?" You'll be like, "Absolutely."
Rick, do you think I should put the belt around the winner's waist?
Why are we doing this? Why are we You tried to guilt. Let's just call this what this is.
What?
You tried to do your little act where you guilt somebody into something. Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? And guess what? He called your bluff. He said yes, and then you're like, nah. You know what? I'm just gonna be a fly on the wall. I think no, you should not do it. Obviously. But it is pretty cool that he was just like, yeah, why not? That's what I dig about Feldman.
I want to do the thing where, you struggle to put it on.
You want to do that?
Well, it seems like the guest belt.
Yeah, they never get it right.
Person always struggles, and then the champion, the new champion or the old wants to move around, and they're still struggling.
It's almost like a first pitch. You should probably be rehearsing the belt before you do it.
UFC then moved to the Velcro.
That was smart.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah, and so he just slaps it on. There was once a time where he's like, let me just get these. Let me 1 second.
There have been times where it's like they're struggling so much that the fighter just grabs the belt and
it's
like,
awkward.
all right,
it's awkward.
Put it over the shoulder.
So you're saying yay or nay?
Nay, you should not. And you were never going to, because you are not there to do that. You are there to observe.
Me draping the belt around Mike Perry's waist, you don't think
Well, you're not getting the you're getting the queen of violence.
The original thought was Perry's waist.
Okay, now that could be interesting.
Could be Jeremy Stevens as well.
Or Stevens, yeah.
Connor's going to want to do it, no?
Connor Mack?
Connor Mack.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, listen, I threw it out there, and I was hoping that a deal would be struck.
There's no way you would do it.
Nah, there's no way. What about me walking out with one of the fighters? No.
Yes.
Can I be honest? I actually pitched this for the doc that we're shooting.
What do you mean walking?
I want to know the experience. I want to know what it's like to be in someone's corner.
You're in the corner?
Yes.
Oh man.
Problem is, you're more recognizable than most BKFC fighters.
I come in there, spit bucket, gear, and I'm just.
They're gonna be like, "Yay, Ariel!"
Yeah,
yay,
because as we know, like this has gone well when like Zuckerberg and David Goggins and all these guys come out in the corner. Like you're gonna be the attraction at that point.
You're also gonna get the clip of them taking off their shirt and they hand it to you, and you're like, "Yeah,
I'm in."
No,
I think that's appropriate. No.
Come on.
It's just
much
polar bear in
possibly
Austin,
can.
Texas.
PT.
Yeah.
Louis Theroux, would he do it?
Yes, he would. He'd
100%.
probably fight a lad.
Yes. That. What is that called? That's called like there's
Gonzo journalism.
Gonzo journalism. Thank you, PT.
You walking out alongside? Yeah, that makes sense.
Gonzo journalism.
Yes,
in
I
the
walked.
corner.
Hey
Booker
guys,
S. Thompson invented it.
Yes.
He went to the Kentucky Derby and he told them that there was going to be a Black Panthers march through the Kentucky Derby. Everyone lost their minds. He wrote an article about it, put it in Rolling Stone, and it became a legend.
if I can't fight, how else am I going to experience what the cornermen face when their guy is in there?
Do you know what?
another
Rick
one.
is so negative about what you should do here. Do fucking everything.
Yeah.
I told you. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to do it all.
Can I stick? I want you to sew up
Vaseline?
a lad's fucking
Yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah.
No, I want it to be an open wound, and they just give you a thread and a needle and say, "Fucking go at it, mate," and do every bit of it.
The truth is, BKFC is being very accommodating, and I pitched them on.
I'm shocked.
So here, can I just talk about this? Here, we've done a great job, I think, over the past year. Uncrown has developed itself as the #1 unbiased combat sports platform on the internet. Uncrown.com, led by the great Shaheen Al-Shadi, our fearless editor-in-chief. We've got the shows. Ariel Helwani show Monday through Wednesday. We've got the BITB on Thursdays, tomorrow live, 1 o'clock. And then we've got the Crack on Friday. We've got some watch parties for big events. We've got some post shows for big events. We have an audio wing, which there's an update coming on that in the very near future. And the one thing that I always thought we were missing was the long form stuff, the out of the studio stuff. You know, the stuff that I kind of cut my teeth with back in the day. Walk-in talks, at events, but now we evolve, behind the scenes, sit downs, mini documentaries, X, Y, and Z. And so we are starting this. We have added a member to the team. He hasn't officially announced it yet, so I don't want to announce it because it's his business. Although it is kind of my business too, but you get the point. Anyway, and the first one is BKFC 82. We have another one coming up in October that I'll tell you about later. But I'm really looking forward to this because I've been wanting to do this ever since I saw Louis Theroux at a WCW event when he did the episode on pro wrestling. Do you ever see this one, PT? It's amazing.
Brilliant. Love it.
It's a little Louis Theroux. It's a little Fight Phil. It's a little Smashing Machine. It's all these things and more. And so the premise is going to be my first time at a BKFC event. What exactly is this thing? What exactly is happening here? And we'll see. And there's no real plan. We'll see where the night takes us. But if I want to truly experience it, I'm not going to be sitting up in the 300s. I'm going to be holding the spit bucket. I'm going to be putting the belt around the Queen of Violence winner. Could you imagine if you guys are watching and then all of a sudden Jedi Goodman clips out like, oh, Ariel's in the, like, I don't even tell you guys. Ariel's in the ring putting the belt around the winner's waist. That's a moment right there. Now the question is, do we want to be the moment or do we want to capture the moments? That's a big question, you know?
You can do both.
You can do both. I guess it just depends on what type of journalism do you believe in? Do you believe in old school journalism, gonzo journalism, as you say? Or are you just a negative Nancy like Rick and GC back there?
How about some Ariel Helwani?
I feel like GC wasn't.
What are we so negative about? You're not going to do it.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, I just know you're not going to go put the belt around the
We'll
waist.
do it just to spite
Do you say that because you think it's a bad idea, or do you say that because you think I don't have it in me to do it?
What do you mean have it in you? You're just putting a belt around someone.
That's a big deal.
It's the journalism
in the ring,
part
It's
of
not
it.
about whether or not you have it in you. It's I
is it
just
about?
don't think you're going to do it.
But why?
You said it to him. It's kind of nonsensical. Like you're putting the belt around the waist. Someone's gonna be like, "Is that Helwani putting the Queen of Violence belt around her waist right now?"
And then I
would die laughing if you did it.
What would Howard Stern
Also,
do?
if you walked out, I would also die laughing.
Oh, that's
if they're
cool.
Like, oh, here they come, and then they're just making their walk, and then you're in the background.
Yeah.
Mean mugging. You had an outfit change. You're now wearing like head to toe BKFC gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love it. I just am not. Well,
Don't you think it'll make the doc better?
Yes.
yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
All right, fine. Seems like
Isn't
a
that
challenge.
the objective? To make the most captivating documentary you can?
You're gonna have a fantastic.
Imagine
time.
I'm in the back,
Answer
and they're
your own
like,
question,
"All right,
mate.
guys."
You just
Yeah.
Jeremy
your own
Stevens is out of the fight. We need you to
No,
step
no,
in
no,
against
no,
Mike
no.
Perry.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
Could you
Let's go.
imagine?
What's the limit though? What
George Plimpton.
Like, I guess yeah. Would you fight?
The whole no, I wouldn't fight, but the whole point of this, I want to experience it all.
Doesn't want to hurt Mike Perry.
I want to experience it all. So I want to be there when they get their checks. I want to be there when they get their medical checks.
Be there is one thing. You're now suggesting you are part of the
I'm not
moment.
participating.
You are participating.
No, it's
putting a belt on the fighter is not participating.
No, it's not. It's adding to the experience for the viewer at home. Like, what is it like being in? Maybe. You know what? I just thought of something. Maybe I'm wearing a GoPro, and then you cut to my vantage point during the walkout.
Very Hunter S. Thompson. I love it.
No, not this. This is crap. Where the GoPro?
where the 360 camera where it makes your face look all warped. That's what you.
Where
should
can I
do
get
for
with
the
one of
walkout.
those meta glasses that everyone's been wearing these days?
I can't do that.
Walk.
Hard to get, dude. They sold out.
For real?
Oh, you tried to buy some, PT?
I tried to get some before I came to New York, and they were like, "Mate, this is like 4-week waiting list." And
I
was
love
"Sorry."
they're so incognito. Every time I've seen someone wearing a pair of Meta glasses, I'm always like, "Are those the Meta glasses? Are you
Yep.
filming this right now?" every
Do they
time.
not put on a light or something? GC, someone told me.
They probably do. Yeah,
They do. There's a red light that comes on that people can know that you're recording.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is there's going to be about 7,000 cameras there that will capture all of this, so you can probably get.
Oh, and then put it in the dock?
Yeah.
I like the GoPro idea. We have a GoPro, Frank?
I do not have a GoPro.
We do have a GoPro.
Oh, we do?
The
Oh,
new
we
lad,
used the
the new lad
GoPro
was
for
on the
the,
GoPro.
for the bike challenge.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
New lad's having a go.
Can we just disconnect that and?
I mean, we could
Take-
seriously
it's not
get you a
connected
camera.
right
If
now.
you're serious.
Okay.
yeah. If you're being serious, we can have a whole strap up body cam footage.
Now, do you want to wear like a costume? Like what? How? Else
Make sure
do
not
we-
to turn off the body cam.
You think it's just me and the cameraman and we're walking down? That makes more sense.
Yeah.
No, I like the body cam.
Yeah, me too.
I can't.
And then we can have the view. We can have the view when you're strapping the belt on. We can have the view of your hands. And if you fumble big time, if you can't get the strap to go, we'll have the
You'll
GoPro
actually
footage.
see this. You'll see this thing right here. The
Now, are you gonna?
Fuck.
Are you gonna stay in the corner? Who? First of
Yes.
all, who are we cornering?
yes. I'm cornering Frankie Edgar, of course.
So okay. So
By the
What
way,
if he's
you're
not
in-
on the card?
By the way,
You're in Frankie-
notable little update right there, right?
Yeah, we'll find out. later
what
today.
if he's not on the card?
Yeah.
No, well, it's all right. Mike Perry will move on to a different.
Am I shouting instructions? No.
No,
Yes.
no.
But am
No.
I sitting there talking to the team, being like, "What do you see right here?" That's cool.
Carl Roberson?
You just shout knuckle up, man, like the rest of everyone else. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
knuckle up.
Yo,
That's
by the
what
way,
Feldman screamed.
Carl Roberson's on this card.
Hell yeah.
Former UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Phil Caracappa? We may have seen him at Knucklemania. I'm not kidding.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Sure enough, he beat Norman.
Yeah. I thought
Fourth
we
round
did.
DQ.
It is a shame. By the
could
way,
forget?
it is a shame that it's head to head with the UFC because I feel like all of you guys would have gone.
We would
1,000%.
1,000% be.
I cannot tell you the disappointment that I had when I found out that the
Yeah.
UFC is the same night.
Yeah.
Oh my
Would have flown
God.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, there's such a blast. You're gonna have such a good time. The pacing is just.
By the way, that's the other thing. 4 hours.
Mm.
There's no event on the planet these days in combat sports that's 4 hours.
No, it is a great show, truly.
Man, few of the guys that we saw on Knucklemania are on this card.
Really?
Yeah, Patty Sullivan,
Oh, well, who could
Well,
forget
Local
Paddy?
boys.
He's doing a lot of.
Mike Trezano on this card.
Trezano's on there?
Yeah, man.
Legend.
I'm curious about this new owner. Let's see what happens. By the way, can we just talk about Mark Kerr for a second? I mean, is this not the best guy in the world?
Legend.
He's just so. He's just so. What happened? I thought we weren't swearing anymore, Frank. Frank, I want you to get rid of all the drops that have swear words in them.
Duly noted.
What's the leaf that we're turning here?
No, we can't lose the. I don't want to lose the.
What the fuck is
No,
going
that's a great
on,
one.
bro?
I don't want to lose the who gives the flying.
I think
F
they
about
all
what
have
Carl-
cursing.
I love the. We're done cursing and we've
You immediately.
cursed.
The
Yeah.
who the
More
fuck is
times than I
we?
can count today.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying
Oh,
to.
we can't lose who the F is we.
This
That's
is a
the best
detox.
one.
You're
This is a
already
detox,
censoring
guys.
yourself.
I'm detoxing right now. Okay, it doesn't happen in one fell swoop. Take some time.
Would it help if I stopped cursing as well? Everyone just stopped.
100%.
Nah, you can't.
That's fucking
I don't
illegal.
Oh, jeez.
I
Every
forgot
single
that one
drop.
had a curse.
How great is this, by the way? This
I
Stevie Johnson.
genuinely
involvement?
don't think I can stop cursing.
All right.
Pardon
Anyway,
me,
Mark Kerr, fantastic. David Feldman, BKFC 82. Do we have any super chats?
We sure do. I, for one, am loving this new grumpy Ariel.
Oh, thanks, Lazy Bed.
I thought that was legendary at the start, to be honest.
Was
with you.
it?
I had a great time with that too.
I don't know.
He's back. He's back.
Oh, no, nothing there. Okay, thanks. What else?
Jeez. You're killing me. GC should challenge Ariel to the bike challenge, and Ariel should challenge the crew to a free throw 3-point challenge. Loser buys catering for the crew.
I would lose both of these competitions.
Yeah, I'd end up sweeping.
You think you win both?
Yeah.
You're good at free throws?
Oh, very good at.
Really?
Only thing I'm good at in basketball is shooting.
More of a
defense
dunk
as
guy
well.
myself.
Underhanded ones like this?
No, hell no.
No.
I mean, crispy form. I look like Steph when I'm out there.
Really?
Oh, the swan afterward.
It's weird. Have we ever seen you play basketball?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Weird.
What have we've seen you against 6-year-olds?
Listen,
you know, you
and
getting
how
6-year-olds.
And how wet was the jumper? How wet was the jumper?
I'm not kidding. The jumper is.
How wet was it?
Wet.
Thank
I used to have a pair.
What,
no, I'm talking
what
about
is
my
that
own.
word?
Oh,
Whoa.
I used to have a pair of red and yellow Nikes I'd wear up to the rec center. I'd just start spraying threes. People would be like, "What high school did you play for?" I was like, "I'm McDonald's All-American." They gave me these shoes.
Yeah.
You know.
You and Kevin Herter.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin Herter, bro. Legend.
What else, Frank? What else?
Happy early birthday to my boyfriend Ringo. Ariel, New York, Rick, GC, Pizzi, Frank, On Air Jordan, Director Andy. Give him a shout out, please. I can't be without
Randy, Andy.
I can't be with him tomorrow, and he loves you. I don't understand.
Ringo, she can't be with him tomorrow.
Okay, first of all.
Oh,
Peace
can't
and
be
love.
with him, and she's lamenting this. I get it.
First of all, Gianna goes out of her way to give us 11.99 euros to say this, and you guys are mocking her for
Who mocked her?
for writing Director Andy, not Director Andy. It's pretty damn close.
I'm not mad, girl.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very thoughtful. It's very nice. Shout out to Gianna and shout out to Ringo. Tomorrow's his birthday. Now, typically, I just wanted to let you know, Gianna, for birthday shout outs over on the Cameo, they are typically $100. $11.99 is a bit. But, you know, for this
Taxing.
diehard fan of ours, I thought, by the way,
Shout out
that
to Ringo. Shout out to Director Ringo.
Happy birthday,
Peace and
Ringo!
love.
I thought that that's who she was shouting out.
How do we know it's not?
I am not signing anything if it's post October 27th. Peace and love, peace and love. The great Ringo Starr.
The worst part is if she had said that verbally and she said Director Andy, we could have been like, no, it's Andy. She could have played it off and been like, that's what I said. But because it was Director space capital R Randy.
Now, what are the chances Gianna actually knows the characters on the show, or if she just maybe looked it up via AI, ChatGPT, and that's what it spit
I don't think
out?
I'd be included in the AI version.
Or did she ask her boyfriend Ringo
Hey, by
who
the way,
characters are on the show?
and
And
she
he was
misheard.
like, Director Andy.
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's probably what happened.
This reminds me of
Director Randy.
the other day when we were finished with the Smashing Machine. Connor goes, I really thought this film was going to be about a marker.
Ah, yeah.
Don't get it.
No, it was much better.
It was a
in,
better delivery.
in the time. The delivery was on point. The timing was on point.
It was.
Mark Kerr.
He said the guy,
Oh.
I thought this guy's name was Mark Kerr.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. It was much better. in the
It was
film.
better at the
Have you guys watched the doc again?
I have
Or-
not yet.
No, I got a little
Still.
busy last night.
Jeez.
Hopefully watch it.
Are you guys going to the pop-up tomorrow?
Yep.
Yes.
Nautica sweatshirt being purchased?
Fuck yes.
If they have it.
Wow.
That's going to be gone.
I'm kind of fancy towards the Mark Coleman shirt.
Coleman's,
as well.
yeah, Coleman's.
Common
I
source
want that
nice.
Nautica.
Yeah.
That sweet.
Gotta get it.
Bright ass yellow.
So
Rick's
good.
gonna rock that on our next work trip in the airport. Bright ass Nautica yellow sweater,
Orange shorts.
super long basketball shorts, and socks pulled up to his thighs.
That is accurate. 100%.
You know what I have to say? Speaking of which, I used to wear my socks pulled up all the way to my knees because
Crazy.
of the. It's true. No, when I would play basketball, because of Lawrence Moten, former Syracuse basketball star, then was drafted by the Vancouver Grizzlies, who I found out yesterday passed away. was very sad to hear that.
R.I.P.
So rest in peace to the great Lawrence Moden. What else, Frank? What else?
Yeah. Regarding the Benny interview, have you ever wanted to reach out and befriend a guest after such a great chemistry / things in common, especially in my area? P.S. You made me a Bills fan from Saskatchewan, Canada.
I think it's NY area, not my area.
I am
Nailed
reading at a very steep
Saskatchewan.
angle here, I will admit.
You know why? It's
definitely
because your computer screen is this big.
No, I'm reading
It's
on
literally the
program.
small. Okay. Shout out to Saskatchewan. Shout out to the Rough Riders. Shout out to the Bills, of course. Big game this Sunday night. Shout out to Benny Safdie. Man, I love that. I mean, Benny and Mark were incredible. I wish we had an hour with Benny because there was so much more that I wanted to ask him just about the making of the film, the details. Like those details blew me away. Like even that picture of him in the locker room is just so cool. And then did you guys hear like the way in which they shot the arguments and they hid all the cameras and the way in which they shot the fight scenes and none of the cameras were in the ring? This is brilliant stuff. What a guy. I love the passion that he has for his job, whatever it is. I don't care what you do in life. If you have that kind of passion, to me, you are a special human being. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Am I interested in reaching out and befriending him? I mean, I think that might be a little bit weird. No? Hey, like, is there anything worse than having a good interview with someone and then the person reaches out to you and it's like, hey, you want to get a cup of coffee or something sometime? I don't know. Maybe he'd say yes. What's a weirder request, that or asking to put the belt around someone's waist?
The belt.
Yeah.
I guess anyone who has a great interview isn't going to ask for the cup of coffee.
Well, no, like he came on my show and then I'm asking him to go. It's one thing if he asks me. I think it's weird if I ask him.
Nah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
This kind of sounds like when you'd get a girl's phone number and you like debated whether or not you should text her or call her within 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 day, 24 hours. I was always bad at that.
Never got one.
Yeah.
That's why I need Tinder.
What
You
else?
were using Grindr.
What else, Frank? What else?
Which Celsius flavor should I try for the first time?
Oh, well, this is a good one right here. We've got, what do we got? Oh, sparkling cherry cola.
I'm more of a fantasy vibe guy myself.
Yeah, you know yourself. And this one is the kiwi strawberry.
I'm partial to that one myself.
The cherry cola is actually fire.
Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. Kiwi strawberry.
Chinese chicken.
The one in front of the Wheaties.
You know,
bar?
there is a Chicka cherry cola.
Yes.
Did
you say Chinese chicken?
Yeah, I said cherry cola. And he's like,
I think I'm gonna go for that one. It's not.
Do you know why? Do you know why I said that?
No.
It's from the song.
That's a song,
Chicken
yes.
to China, the Chinese chicken.
Yes, I
Watching
know.
X-Files. And so when he said, I was thinking really of the chicken cherry cola.
Yeah, I
Come stand a little bit closer.
I know both songs. That's why I was wondering why you went with the Chinese chicken one.
This day is
This is the most unhinged question and
You know
answer
why? Because we've got
today.
the unhinged Yankee fan in our
Hey,
studio
shout out.
today. That's
Shout out
why.
to Big Pat.
Poor guy just took it straight.
No,
Wait, is he even in here?
he left.
He's
He left. Once Connor did Joe, he left.
Yeah, he's back.
No, no,
back.
true.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's back.
Oh my god.
You're
I'm
still-
kidding. Oh my gosh. You know what was the worst? Can I tell you about the worst? As we're just letting our hair down, the worst part of the day is everyone like, big day today,
Brother.
Big day.
I got off the elevator and everyone is coming up to me like, man, huge day today. Huh? This is going to be a big one. Coming up, fist pounds, quiet. People tell me the kids are excited. I'm just like, guys, we'll see. We'll see. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah. In the end,
It was still a big day.
it was still a big day.
Yeah.
What else, Frank? What else?
Don't minimize.
Please put the belt on the fighter.
All right.
Oh wow. Okay. Thank you. Who's that? Harashi MMA?
Hanashi.
Hanashi. Shout out.
That's our
Shout out. What else? What else?
My first BKFC card on Saturday. Hope to see you there.
Hope to see you too. Who was that? Who was that?
Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon, our guy.
Yeah, our guy.
I've seen Brandon before. I've met him
All
before.
right. Well, we hope to see you again.
Yes. I hope to see everyone there. Now, I might be busy. I might be in someone's corner. I might be putting Vaseline. I might be in the back. You know,
Might be fighting by the end.
I might be giving the speech. Come on, guys.
Pump up speech.
Do
to
you
the
want to
roster.
be
a fucking-
an effing
Well, you have to
fighter?
You have to wait until
shit.
you become the lead investor for BKFC before you
Imagine that.
do that. And then you can give him the pump up.
I could be a ring card boy. There's
wow,
incredible amount.
That
of
is the one I actually think you should do.
They would love that at a BKFC event, I think.
I think they would.
Yeah.
I think you're right. What else, Frank? What else?
Seen the trailer for the Expos doc on Netflix?
Yes, I actually have, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they did reach out to me to be in the doc. Okay, let me take a step back. A few months ago, at this point, yeah, maybe 6, 7, I think it was in April, they reached out to me and told me that they were making this doc, and they kind of pre-interviewed me, and the title of the doc is "Who Killed the Montreal Expos?" And so they were interviewing me, and when the Expos left, I was 22. When they were in the 90s and best team in baseball in 94, I was 12. So they're asking me a lot of the questions about the ownership and the financial problems and all this stuff. And I answered them, but I also told them I didn't cover the team. I was just a super fan. I was just a guy who loved the team. But you asked me about Claude Brochu and David Sampson and Jeffrey Loria and all these people, and I it's not like me talking about the UFC today. So yeah, I think me saying that, I didn't want to come across as a fraud sitting there talking about a team that I didn't cover. Now, if you want to ask me about why the team was so special and what it felt like being a fan and having the players sold off and traded away for nothing and then getting our hopes up and then the strike in 94 and the World Series getting canceled, yeah, of course I could talk about all that. But they wanted a lot of like businessy type insight, and I wasn't in those, scrums. I wasn't in those meetings. I didn't interview those particulars. So in the end, didn't make the cut, but I'm totally fine with that. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. And it's kind of surreal to see the Expos on Netflix. And I'm actually kind of surprised that Netflix wanted to put on an Expos documentary and produce it. So let's see what the conclusion is, because the name of the doc is Who Killed the Montreal Expos. But you know what? I don't even know if there is a singular person. I really don't. Like, I definitely think that the local Montreal business community didn't do their part. I definitely think, Loria coming in didn't help. I don't think Major League Baseball helped. There's a lot. The stadium in the 70s being built in the middle of nowhere didn't help. There's a lot of factors involved. I don't think it's one singular person who's at fault. But I'm looking forward to it. So, yes, I did see it. Also, the other thing that I noticed, there's a lot of dubbing. There's a lot of, it seems like a lot of the interviews are done in French, and it seems like there's, is that the word?
Yeah.
Dubbing? Yeah. And I wonder if it's a French doc with English dubbing, or is it an English doc and they just talk to some people who don't speak English and so they dub them? I don't know. We'll see. It comes out, I think, October 21st or 7th or something like that.
Watch party?
Sure. Let me know. Let me know if you guys enjoy it.
Thanks.
Oh, you meant like watch party with me?
Yeah, I did. But I'm reading the room here.
We did one on Monday.
Yeah,
We're good for the year. I did enjoy it. What else, Frank? What else?
Sleeto says, will we still get an Ariel list 3-Pac post-fight show?
Will we still get an Ariel? Ariel less? I think.
Ariel list, like you're not included.
He's missed one.
Yeah. My plan is to still do the post show on Saturday as well. I think it's just going to be PT and I. Chuck is actually going to be there, but I think he's going to call in PT.
Yeah, he was telling me today. Too big time now, you know what I mean?
No, this is the yearly Vegas trip. I mean, one year it's Dumont Lad, and the other year it's Prairie Ankalaev too.
I love that he has this thing, though. I don't have anything like that in my life.
No, neither
Fair
do
play
I.
to you.
No, neither.
I have no friends.
Yeah. But yes, there will be a post show and a watch party on Saturday. What else, Frank? What else?
On Friday?
Sorry, did I say Friday?
I'm just saying. It's
Oh, yes. And PFL. Yes. PFL post show on Friday after Hughes Nurmagomedov 2. Or should I say Nurmagomedov Hughes 2? Yes. That'll be PT and I on Friday around 5 Eastern, 10 in Ireland. Yeah. 5:30.
That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. PT and I. So lots to come. What else, Frank? What else?
And lastly, I did my own amateur version of behind the scenes at Knuckle Media 5 and ran into the boys in the back at Shays, where the owner threatened me. See you at the Rock.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Shady, our guy.
Shout out Shady.
Yeah.
Legend. We love Shady.
Or is it Shady?
I think it's Shady.
I read it as Shady because it says Shady, but
hey, the English language is hard to read. We can all agree.
It's absolutely how you spell Shady, just for the record.
I like that, Frank. Frank's covering.
He's doing great work. He's doing great.
Inability to read.
Big MMA memorabilia guy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the pics ready right now, but he sent me that he has the full octagon tarps from both a UFC event and a PFL event.
Wow.
Puts them out for watch parties.
Serious?
That's serious.
Where do you get that?
I know
buy 'em.
people.
Frankie, I'm actually looking at the Super Chats here. There seems to be quite a few more. This is from Bushy Brows. Ariel, you buy your Bills rivalry jersey yet? Actually, if you must know, Bushy Brows, the Bills actually sent me one. The rivalry jersey is the snow all white frosty one. They'll be wearing it this weekend against Patriots. I've seen some negative Nancy's online say, why would they wear like a snow-themed jersey in October? It's still pretty warm outside, not in December. Could you imagine if they wore an all-white snow-themed jersey in December or January in Buffalo and it's snowing?
Tough.
You wouldn't be able to see anyone. They'd be camouflaged.
Is this the only time they're wearing them this year?
Yeah, just one and done. I think everyone has like a rivalry. Yeah.
Wow.
Patriots, Sunday Night Football. And then actually I see 24-inch Dubs, who's the ultimate hater, saying Patriots will beat the Bills on Sunday. Lock it in.
You got to go Sunday Night Football Patriots, and then you got to go to Atlanta next week.
Yeah, no. Look,
Monday Night Football.
I'm nervous about the Bills. I'm not going to lie. I still think we're winning the Super Bowl, but like 4-0, there have been some dicey moments.
It's the NFL.
False dawn. Is that what you're saying? Potentially?
This is a trap game right here. Patriots aren't that bad. Sunday Night Football, everyone is up for playing the Bills. Look at how the Saints played last week. Sunday Night Football, Drake May. This is a trap game. Falcons will kill. I mean, let's talk. But
Falcons have good offense.
No, I know.
Very quick.
They all make me nervous. I thought we were going to lose to the Jets, but I'm just a negative Nancy too.
Wins or wins. And,
wins or wins. By the way,
NFL.
In a million years, who would have predicted Ravens 3 losses 4 weeks into the season? Like the fact that we're 3 games up on the Ravens and 2 on the Chiefs and 1 on the Chargers is nuts. Nuts. Shout out Matt Torres. Welcome to the Helwani. Jose Valencia. If Alex beats Ankh, Alex versus Jones light heavyweight title at White House. Let's be honest, John Jones is just fat at heavyweight, or Alex versus Jones at heavyweight for BMF, and whoever wins fights Tom. Let me just process that. Alex beat Ankh.
Saying if Alex wins,
Alex versus
fight
Jones.
John Jones at light heavyweight because he's fat and not actually a heavyweight, or just fight him at heavyweight.
Yeah, I'm down.
He's just basically saying Jones versus
for the heavyweight BMF.
Oh, stop it with that.
Like percentage of actually happening, 0. But
0.
Like fair play.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
Message.
And
heavyweight BMF.
You think 0?
Headlines, White House.
Yeah.
I don't think 0.
But then he's saying whoever wins that fights Tom.
If you call John Jones up, I think Alex is a reasonable opponent for him to fight if he actually would come back.
Yeah, but the UFC aren't going to let him fight Pereira if he's after, wrecking the buzz with the Aspinall fight. Like, they aren't just going to let him not do that. Dana White guaranteed it.
See, this is where you lose me because his word doesn't mean much of anything based on the percentages. But, I don't know. I don't think it's 0. If
0.5.
If they get in a bind and all of a sudden the Connor Chandler thing doesn't look good, you call John Jones. You could do worse than Alex Pereira as an opponent.
So Jones is not only going to fight Alex Pereira, he is then going to fight Tom Aspinall.
He's back, baby.
No, I don't know about the Tom part. I'm talking about the Alex part.
Nah. Yeah, it's going to happen.
I don't know. It doesn't feel impossible.
That's not happening.
The last super chat is from Nini. Who is Blake Avignon? Is he legit insider or not? I don't know. I've seen some of his stuff. Seems to be well versed in the business side of things. This might be him sending it in. He's going to clip it off and say, "Hey, look, I got mentioned." But honestly, fair play. Don't know. But we welcome one and all. Also, is that his real name?
Well, yeah, that's the part. He uses the guy, the actor.
Yeah, is an Anon as his profile picture?
No, it's an actor.
Anon?
He uses the guy from Billions. What's his name?
Yeah, I mean, it's not him.
How do you know?
Because it's a famous actor.
Billions.
What if the famous actor is the one?
Is Blake Avignon?
Bobby Axelrod, Damian Lewis's character on Billions. He uses that guy's picture. So that's the part that gives me pause. But, I interact with him from time to time.
Oh, your boys?
Yeah, I mean, we go out for lunch and all that stuff. And,
Damn.
His face is blurred out. No, I don't know. He DMs me from time to time.
Insider stuff?
He sent me an article he did about
Is he a real insider?
AEW. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. To your point, I don't know.
You don't ask him about his sources.
What? Like, who's your source?
Yeah.
Nah.
Man, shout out Blake Evan.
Yeah.
Shout out Crazy.
Is that his real name? Who knows?
That what?
So shout out Crazy Kev, man. Everyone all the Twitter people get
So is Crazy Kev like a Blake? Is that who Crazy Kev is? I don't know anything about the Crazy Kev guy.
I don't know.
I don't know a ton either. I mean, he shows up on the feed every once in a while.
Does he also have a fake picture?
No. He's got a real picture.
Okay.
He's a hot topic of discussion on MMA Twitter every time.
I thought that was going elsewhere.
Someone's talking about him.
A couple more questions from the Substack. Just had a look at the weekend's card. Did anyone else know that Patchy Mix is fighting, or am I the only one?
Sure did.
That's kind of by the way, I did know that. It is insane that no one seems to be talking about this.
KSW
Quite
debutant.
a Polish debutante, yeah.
Yeah, but do you not agree? No one's talking about this compared to his debut?
Of course not. He lost all his buzz from that debut.
Like all of it.
Every ounce of it.
Even if you lose as bad as he did, sometimes you say, okay, you come back like, I'm curious about the comeback. I'm curious about the bounce back. There is no curiosity.
No.
Was it that bad?
Dude, it was pretty bad, man. It was
It's probably the most underwhelming debut.
Just who came in being like, I am the best bantamweight in the world.
Yeah, it's true.
He's not.
A little champ versus champ, KSW, Bellator.
No, I dig it. I fucks. That I could say. No, that's FUX.
No.
What's going on?
That's a disgrace.
MMAL. One more from me. Can you text Dana White the following and see if he fixes things or it fixes things? Hello, Dana. Wait 1 second. Let me write this down. Hello, Dana. Congrats on Zuffa. Life is too short, and we had some good times. As you say, sometimes people make mistakes, and we are both guilty of that. I'd love to clear the air. What do you think? Then if you get nothing, then whatever. He's a weirdo.
Perfect. This guy solved it.
Congrats on Zuffa. What a line.
Congrats on Zuffa. Figured it all out.
I think the best line is, then if you get nothing, then whatever. He's a weirdo.
Yeah.
All right. Should I do it?
For sure. I mean,
Send.
Should I do it right
As you're
now?
putting the belts
do it
on,
right now. Who knew that
Okay.
all it would take is that?
Question.
Make sure you don't put in the or whatever weirdo part. Just don't put that in.
Question for the chat. Should I do it right now?
Don't put the little quotes around it and then put that on a fighter's account as if they were supposed to post this, and then you put the little quote marks and making it obvious that you copy and pasted it from your manager. Do not do that one. Just copy the message within.
But I love when that happens. The problem is I think we're like 2 or so seconds delayed here, so we have to wait for the chat to weigh in.
Got it.
Put it on the poll, Guillermo. Okay, I'll come back to this. A couple more here.
Man, we started with like 16 in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, now we're
at 19.
Oh, what's this? What do we got here? Oh, wow. I mean, you want to share it, or was that just for the group?
Yeah, I mean, I was throwing it in there. I thought we could maybe try and grab it. Put it up itself.
Oh, it's not ready.
No.
Okay. Well, maybe we could get it. This is from Stephen Lanzi, our friend. Did GC sign an NDA with the screwy apartment? Did we win a massive settlement? Where's the update?
Yeah, NDA's been signed. We came out on top. That's all you need to know. No longer reside there. And yeah, that's it. It was tough times.
You moved on.
We moved on, yeah. Bigger and better things. It's tough.
Hey, Ariel, long-time listener, first-time question. Love everything the whole team is doing on the new platform. I live in the D.C. area, so I'm hoping to make it out to some of the White House card events. I wonder, what are you hearing about whether D.C. is paying a site fee for the event? And if so, is it bigger or less than usual? You think the White House is paying a site fee for this? I'm going to guess not. What do you guys think? I think this is an atypical event because they're not really selling tickets and things of that.
They're definitely not paying a site fee.
Yeah.
I would think, if anything, the UFC would be
paying them.
Yeah.
Grant asks, are you surprised at how seldom your interviewees ask you questions? Even if it's them asking who you think they should fight next or your take on a broader MMA question you first asked them. I get you're the interviewer, but still surprises me how few guests ask you questions. Alex Hernandez asked you what you thought about the UFC's lack of promotion last week after you asked him, which brought this to mind and created a great conversation. Thanks, mate. Keep up the awesome work. No, they're kind of in the mode of being asked, so... I'm not surprised. But it's, I don't mind it. But if you notice, when a guest asks me a question, I try to quickly throw it back to them. I'm not a big pet peeve of mine is when a interviewer makes it about themselves. When they start opining and waxing poetic on this, that, and the other, like I don't want to hear your opinion. I want to hear your guest opinion. And I hear a lot of this when I have guests on that I try to like research and listen to some of their recent interviews or old interviews. And I'm like, man, so many people do this. It's very annoying. Just a couple more here, if I may. You can only pick one single word phrase, Dustin's war or Alex's Shama. I feel like people love Shama.
Shama.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of verbal war either. It's not like that's like a catchphrase. It's just written on the hat. But Shama's eternal.
Samuel, is Connor out to lunch asking for $100 million? Here's the thing. He deserves $100 million because of how big of a star he is, but the UFC is not going to give him $100 million.
But he's not negotiating with the UFC.
Right. That's a good
He's
point.
negotiating with the President of the United States and his cabinet.
And he's asking for more than just $100 million.
Right, plus the visas, right?
Yeah,
Which
100 million visas.
Exactly.
Slava asks, conspiracy theory, while the Craig Jones and Gable Steveson fight fell out for legitimate reasons, Gable being hesitant to tell you he was asked to throw the match as a bigger work. Craig Jones is a master promoter, and I could see him orchestrating this so we could talk about it more, and if the match ever occurs as a bigger storyline. Thoughts? I see what you're saying, but I don't think that's the case. Jesse Orozco says, how do we get Luke Thomas on the beat? I saw a lot of people asking for Luke. I mean, look, we did one. The beat is not going to be a regular thing for now. We have members of the team, Ben, Pete, Chuck. Luke obviously was a huge part of the show, as was Jeff Wagenheim, by the way. He was on every episode too. So shout out to Jeff. But no, I love doing the show with those guys. But, I wanted to give opportunity and love to the guys who are on the actual team here. And who knows? I'm not against it. I did see a lot of people saying Brian Campbell as well. And if I'm being 100% honest, I don't think I ever hosted a single episode of The Beat when Campbell was on. He was not part of the Helwani Beat era, which was like for 8-9 years. There was that 1 year post me leaving to ESPN where, they essentially allowed any Johnny come lately through those doors. Just kidding, relax. And he might have been on those, but you can't put him and Luke in the same conversation. Luke was a fixture on the show. Like, he literally came every week, as did Wagenheim. Wagenheim from Connecticut, Luke from DC, Chuck from Connecticut too. Wait, was Wagenheim in Connecticut? Yeah, I think he was. I don't remember. Rick came on a couple times. Ramundi came on a couple times. Skylar Aston came on once.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Skylar.
Remember?
Yeah.
As a celebrity panelist. I think that might be it.
Nah, there was a few others, but it was a handful.
There was a set 4.
There was a regular crew, yeah.
Patrick McCrate asks if there's an update on Sean Brady's next fight. I feel like he was in such a high spot after the Leon win and now has lost some of it, not to mention the blatant ducking of GC. I hope we get Brady versus Gary. But no word. I think we'll find out very soon. By the way, I think there's an interesting thing going on where a lot of people are probably trying to wait for the new era. I'm not suggesting it's happening here, but if I'm a champion and they ask me to fight in December, I'd rather fight in January than December. I'd rather fight on one of the big cards that's going to get hella promoted, as they say, as opposed to the end of the ESPN era. By the way, Dana White said that he was going to make an announcement. Has he done that yet?
Not yet.
We'll get it at 10:47 tonight.
Yeah. I'll be
Instagram Live.
I'll be atoning for my sins. So that's
it's
240p video.
It's his from the airplane. It's his regular boys in the back slot. He does the Wednesday night, and then we get the Thursday morning reaction.
I hope they start getting creative with it. Like, I saw one college football account did all their social for one game day from a Ring camera. I hope they start doing that with Dana.
That was brilliant. I saw that.
Wait, they did it from a Ring?
Yeah.
Camera?
Yeah, from a Ring camera. Like, all their social
it was
that
brilliant.
day was from a Ring.
Brilliant.
Dana should do the fight announcements from a Ring one time, or maybe like a PSP.
Patrick's asking you to blind rank these Atlanta rappers. Jeezy.
4.
Ludacris.
3.
T.I.
2.
Okay, so we have 2, 3, 4 populated right now.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going to go for the last two.
Andre 3000.
Oh, well, it's got to be one.
But is he solo? Is he one?
Mm.
Or is it Outcast together makes it one?
Outcast.
I mean, if they
Yeah.
throw John Lennon in, you're going to give him the Beatles back catalogue, aren't you?
5.
You know? Jesus.
Future.
1. Perfect.
Okay.
Future is my one. What an interesting crew. A lot of early 2000s and then just throwing Future in there.
No
Yeah.
Gucci Mane?
Yeah, no Gucci Man. No Young Thug.
Abay. Happy Rosh Hashanah, Ariel. Got some sick quick fire questions for you, the boys in the back, and Crack. If Usman Nurmagomedov beats Paul Hughes, Usman versus Ilya is the fight to make at lightweight.
Nah.
A lot has to happen there, though.
Nah, though.
No. White House card. Which fight's bigger? Kayla versus Nunes, Kayla versus Ronda.
Kayla Ronda.
Bigger, Kayla Ronda.
Can I,
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, there's a history there. But there's a history with Nunes too, but Ronda's
No,
not.
Ronda's name alone is bigger than both of them.
Just saying this for now. Something's happening with Ronda. I'm just that's all I got.
There's something.
There is something happening.
She hit you up?
The wave of the hand.
If Pereira wins, should he fight for the heavyweight title?
I think he probably goes to heavyweight.
Nah, I want to see him versus Ulberg. I want to like there's
You
enough.
do?
Yes. Ulberg versus Pereira, you're not into that?
I'm into it only from the perspective that I'd like to see Ulberg get a shot, but like what is Alex got left at like I want to see him take a shot at heavyweight.
No.
And we're just delaying
but
that.
only for the title. Like I don't want to see Pereira Volkov.
Why not?
Pereira Volkov, Ulberg.
What's the difference between Pereira Volkov and Pereira
I'm
Ulberg?
asking you. It's the same thing. What's the give or take?
The difference is he can
You got a belt on the line.
yes, he can start working toward getting a heavyweight title shot. That's the difference.
Put him right in. Put him right in. If we're
Sure,
going
I'm down for that too. Tom versus Alex? Hell yeah.
I like it. I want to see if Alex wins. I want to see him either versus Ulberg or if Roundtree has a great win. I wouldn't mind that rematch.
I
If
actually
Pereira
don't wanna see the
loses,
rematch.
you don't?
I don't think it'll live up to as good as the
Yeah,
first one.
it's
was.
possible. If Pereira loses and goes up, is he still next in line? Does name value / resume leapfrog Jelton and Volkov?
Hell yes, it does.
Hell yeah.
Okay, but if he loses, I'm down for him versus Volkov.
What is this? This makes no sense.
The Aura will take a hit. We need to get a W. We'll go against
If
Volkov.
Alex wins or loses, he should go to heavyweight. There is not anything left at light heavyweight.
Yo, great one here. Should UFC offer Jones the White House card, but only offer $15 million? How badly do you want this, Johnny?
Here's my feeling on this. They will only offer him the White House card if they're desperate, right? It seems like everything is pointing toward Conor McGregor, right? All attention is Conor McGregor, White House card. They will be in a scenario where they need John Jones because if you don't have Conor McGregor, there really isn't a great number 2 option to headline that card that's going to feel equivalent outside of John Jones. So if they get desperate, I feel like he's going to have a little bit of leverage on him. And I think he's the next call. If it's not Conor, who gets the call?
John Jones.
It's got to be John.
What about Ilya?
It's not bigger. John's name carries so much more weight than Ilya's.
Can I just say something? The UFC at the White House on CBS, I think we're all overthinking this. I think this is for the casual person. Do we not remember UFC 300? Like
Nah,
we
this
were all
feels different.
we were all breaking our heads about UFC 300. It ended up being Pereira versus Jamal Hill.
So you think we are going to get the
I think it's going to be viewed as who's available, as we've always said. Where do we slot them in? What's the next show? It's not going to be. Listen,
I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't think the White House and Trump are going to accept Ankalaev versus Roundtree.
I don't know, man.
All right, we'll see.
That feels like a not acceptable outcome.
He also says M&Ms / minstrels plus popcorn is a game changer. Gmar Chatima Tova and much love, your boy Abay. What are minstrels?
I was
They're
just
like
wondering the same
Galaxy
thing.
chocolate, like with a hard shell, and then they've got soft chocolate in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic by themselves. I don't like this fucking let's mix it with popcorn bullshit. I don't like
Come on, man. A little salty, a little sweet. I'm down.
2 more. Muscle Shark, hypothetically speaking, say you and ODW mend the fence and become cool again. Would that change the way you cover the UFC? Would you stay away from the more sensitive stuff that Dana wouldn't like to avoid burning that bridge again? I'm all for peace and love, but we love raw and unfiltered Helwani always. Well, dare I say, the latter is what got us into this, right? So,
right.
Yes.
I was just.
That was rhetorical.
Mr. Mystery Balls asks, what happened to Patrice Evra? Is he going to get rebooked? Good question. PT, any...
Great question.
what happened to that one?
That just disappeared off the face of the earth, didn't it?
I hadn't thought about
Oh.
that since the fight got canceled until just now.
Yeah, they should
Glimmer
put him...
man.
Wasn't there a talk about putting him on the Dubai card because he's big over there? He lives in UAE.
I think. Man.
Yeah, I had heard that.
Everywhere. It's Patrice Evra.
Patrice Evra, Artem Lobov.
By the way, what the hell ever happened?
Too early for the lob off crack. So my heart's broken here. My heart's broken.
What happened to Cedric Doumbé? Is he ever fighting again or what?
That's a good question.
Back to glory.
I know Patrice Evra is a bigger name, but Cedric Doumbé should probably fight at some point.
Pretty good at fighting. That
He was on a
Doumbé.
freaking rocket ship there for a second.
Where is he?
Yeah, where is he? I think he's actually doing like some meet and greet type thing. And
He is.
That's great.
Yeah, I saw
When's he
that.
fighting?
yeah, that's.
I'm sure
Meet and
fight
greet
fans
in
be
the cage.
delighted to hear that. Yeah. Oh.
I just want to
Pizza,
say
you're not flying out for that? The meet and greet?
No.
I want to say to the Substack crew, actually, there's a lot of good questions here. You just, you caught me in a bit of a tough spot. So I apologize if you felt like I was mocking. I didn't mean.
Wait, what happened?
I
Well,
love,
what's
I love the 4 hours later mea culpa. Like,
I'm reading these and I'm like, we don't have a lot of time because I have to get back home.
The person that asked question number 8 and you shit all over it turned it off 4 hours ago and is never coming back.
They have no idea that you did this.
Hey, I'm
Good one
so
to end
excited
on.
about these
I'm
vending
sorry.
machine
I'm so-
Pokemon.
Just clip this
know
part
what?
off and
Does it actually? I really feel bad about the Pokemon one. Have you guys?
Some guy asked like a really thoughtful one.
Have you guys seen the Pokemon vending machines?
Yeah,
Tell
I've
me.
seen him at the mall.
Oh, I actually haven't seen him.
I've seen him at the mall.
Okay, good one to end on.
malls.
Can we get PT to talk about how he got into being a journalist and how he got started? Where did Ariel meet him?
Started off being a journalist because I did a degree in English, and then I said I'm going to do a master's in journalism, and then I started covering sport in a local paper. I actually interned at a national paper doing just news. Then I went to the sports desk. I was covering Premier League, Gaelic football, rugby, and my brother had begun training. He started to go to SBG. He was like, "Do you want to come to a fight?" Love to go to a fight. And my first fight night, Paddy Hoolan, I believe it was, headlined, and I met Conor McGregor at that fight. I met Chris Fields. I met Col Pendred. I met Neil Seary. I met John Kavanagh. And from there, that was probably 2010. And from there, I kind of went on the journey with them. I met Ariel for the first time in Dublin in 2014. And I went up and asked him for a picture. And then they had us in a room to interview McGregor. I was working for the Irish Mirror. I interviewed him for them. And then he went across to Ariel and Esther for his one-on-one for MMA fighting. But that's the first time I met him. And we got on famously. And we've remained in touch ever since. And the first time I appeared on any Ariel Helwani content was not after the Dublin event, because of course I was shunned for the MacLife's John Balfe.
Oh yes, you were very
but then-
upset about that. That's right.
Very fucking upset about it. But then in January, when we went to Boston for McGregor v. Siver, that is when I first start blessing your screens on Ariel's shows.
Yes. And since then, it has been smooth sailing. Never an
Always.
argument.
No, never had an argument with Ariel. Me and him.
Never a fight. Never. The best one was at like 6:30 in the morning one time, yelling at each other from the top of our lungs. Remember that?
Yeah, well, there's been a couple of them.
Yeah.
Is that when he left
That
the
makes
box?
The box. Oh, the box in the studio.
Yeah.
No.
Let's not rehash. You know, it's better to.
This guy's
We're just
stirring the
gonna
pot.
look on. We're
Trying
gonna
to
look
end on a
forward.
good
We're gonna
note.
move
It's been a
on.
tough
Yeah.
day. Let's all atone for our sins.
Wait, hang on.
No, Brandon.
No.
If you don't have an argument with your friends, you're not fucking friends.
Everyone stop chatting shit.
Who's on the BITB tomorrow? Who do we have in studio?
Nobody.
Oh.
Just me and GC. Likely UFC 320 preview, unless Dana White announces
Reaction to Dana
something
White's
crazy.
massive announcement tonight at 10:47 p.m. Eastern. Voicemails.
Can I
us a
offer a suggestion? 415
PFL?
sub BITB. Can I offer a suggestion for the pound for pound? Unless you guys have
Please.
one already.
We had an idea, but we're open.
Okay. Top 5 foods to break your fast with.
Yeah, next
Yom
year.
Kippur.
that didn't make the
Kippur
cut.
inspired. Top 5 sins you've atoned for.
Oh boy.
Jordan actually did suggest that one.
Okay, I mean,
It was just sins because I don't atone. But
it is an actual like pretty big holiday. It would be nice if there's some kind of acknowledgement. That's all.
we are taking it into an advisement, and it is not happening.
Yeah, it just got
the
filed
pound
in
for
the,
pound is going to be documented.
Maybe next.
HYK.
Top HYK.
Happy Yom Kippur.
No, it's not a happy time. Top 5.
Peaceful Yom.
Kol Nidre. No.
Peaceful Yom Kippur.
Yeah.
Happy for the atonement.
You what you want to say is, I hope you have an easy and meaningful fast.
Oh man, that's powerful.
I hope you
you'd
have an
be-
easy and meaningful fast.
You'd be pleased. A lot of like Orthodox Jewish people out during Rosh Hashanah, and they kept coming up to me asking me if I was Jewish, and I was like, I'm not,
Are you?
but Happy New Year. And they were like, oh, thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoy all the food that you'll be eating. I'll be atoning for all of us because Lord knows.
Hang on, you're going to be doing these shows while fasting.
No. It's just 25 hours.
Okay, thank God.
25 instead of 24.
25, yeah. Because you have to,
After
it's
the
like
lunch
it's like a plus. It's like a +-1. You have to make sure that you get it.
Minus? What about that? Minus? I don't know
Well,
about
I guess
minus.
there's no minus.
There's
here.
no minus. There's no minus. Don't minus.
I'd be on the
Free
minus
lunch
train.
tomorrow in here?
Absolutely.
No,
Tequila
not for me.
tasting?
Not for me. But it is once you become a bar mitzvah, 13, you're supposed to fast. So this is technically my son's first time attempting to fast.
Wow.
It's not gonna go well. It's not gonna go well.
What do you mean?
Oh,
with that
that's
attitude.
tough.
No, don't self-defeat.
I
He's
actually
gonna out
13 came very fast. What we should have done was 11. You go like half day. 12.
You start weaning into
Yeah,
it.
we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Son, yeah.
I said sauna. We're gonna get you on the scale afterward.
I'll let you guys know. Yeah, I'll do a public weigh-in afterwards.
Sparring footage.
Wait, so where would that put us time-wise now? We'd be off the air. Because, it could be cool. You could jump in,
No. There's this time tomorrow, I'm a miserable human being. More miserable than I was at 1 o'clock today.
Wow.
Just to let you know. And that's pretty miserable.
Let's bring you on for a special on the nose then.
That's something.
If you fancy
No technology.
fancy an old argument,
You gotta go. You gotta go dark. No
Call
tweeting.
Pizzi right
By the way,
after,
Yeah,
right
are you
allowed
before
to
you
sleep through
eat.
it?
Call Pizzi.
if there's breaking news tonight on Yom Kippur, and I hope it's not, don't expect any analysis from me. Okay, I'm off the grid. You guys are on your own. No texts, no tweets, no nothing.
You think he's doing this intentionally?
What part?
Yeah,
Just like making an announcement when he knows that you can't respond to it.
Just don't-
Dana is doing it intentionally.
Oh wow, you think it goes that deep, huh?
You've mentioned that before. Like, why is it the Thursday announcements or whatever he used to do?
I mean, it is pretty.
Because he's a
insane.
boys
He
in the
knows.
back
He's a
fan.
boys in the back fan. Come on.
All right, guys, time to go.
All right.
How about it?
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's the young man who fought just a couple of weeks ago. You can be honest. I thought bottom right was me, or bottom left, but I meant
me?
like the guy on the right, bottom left.
Etcher Sosa.
Yeah. Dana White wrote him this letter. Be the effing reason your last name means something one day. Bang. Got it tattooed on his arm. It's pretty damn cool. How did
You
they do
need
it?
some headed notes with your name on them, mate.
But by the way, how did they get it exactly like that?
They
Sketch, like stencil.
literally trace it.
They trace it.
Yeah.
But how?
Well, they have to put an ink on it. They put it.
You take
On your
transparent paper.
Mm-hmm.
You put it over the note. You trace the outline.
Oh,
Then you
got
put
it.
that onto the arm.
Yeah.
You tattoo that.
What's so funny, PT? Hi, I wanted to know how you got it looking so good. What's so funny?
Would that make sense? Yes.
Yeah, it does make sense. I just didn't
Trace
know
it,
I
and
don't
you
have
put
any
that
tattoos.
onto-
Do you have any tattoos, PT?
I don't know any
Since when are you
tattoos, and
the
I know
tattoo
what the
expert?
Rick has like 8.
Fuck.
They're hidden.
yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Do you really have
Just
it?
my back piece.
He has with the
It's
tramp
it's
stamp.
9 now, but
Is that true?
no, I don't have any.
Oh. Frank has tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan, no.
He has a Dana White tattoo somehow. I don't even know how that happened.
Andy, I don't know if Andy has tattoos.
Andy
I
has
have 3.
tattoo.
Oh, wow. All right. Frank, how many do you have?
5.
Oh, of course Frank has to have more. Of course. Typical Frank. Anyway, thank you very
What
much
does
for
that
our
mean?
guests today. Thank you to Mr. David Feldman. Go check out BKFC on Saturday. I'll be there. Thank you to Mark Kerr. Go check out the movie. Back tomorrow, same time. This is Peace out here.
It's tough.